Welcome, guys.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good.
This is exciting.
Yeah, it is. Completely new setup.
Oh, I was just talking about having you here, but yeah, we have a new setup.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
have
that.
we have a completely new setup. For those of you guys who were there during our previous live streams, we had our table more
Horizontal.
and now we made it vertical. Added some new lights, sort of switched up the backgrounds
Yes,
around.
we did.
And yeah, hopefully you guys like it.
I think for us, this should make a better experience for us to talk, to build.
Yeah.
We're not going to be butting elbows anymore.
Yeah. And this is actually our first live stream on Twitch.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So we're doing double live stream, YouTube and Twitch, wherever
Yeah.
it's most convenient for people to watch us.
Yeah, so basically, we'll both be still building, trying to moderate at the same time. I'll try to take care of the YouTube crowd. Kumail will try to take care of
Twitch crowd.
The Twitch crowd. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So, Kumail, what are we building today?
The Millennium Falcon. Unfortunately, not the UCS version.
Not the UCS
but
version.
it's still
Still a Falcon.
yeah, and it's still all the same excitement. I still want to see how this will turn out. I think it's a pretty decent size as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about complexity. It did say 9+ on the box, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And what like around 1,300 pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely not a super long build, not the longest we've done.
Yeah.
The previous one, 3,000 pieces, the haunted house, that one was more difficult, I would say.
Okay, and then lastly, to take care of anything that before we start, what were we talking about today?
So we're gonna stick with Halloween theme.
All right, cool.
We can talk about, we have Mandalorian coming out
We
pretty
do,
soon,
end
October
of the
30th.
week.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to
Yes.
that. I do have some thoughts on the trailer and some stuff that I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
And yeah, I think for this one, we're just going to keep it mostly Halloween and Star Wars themed.
Halloween, horror, Star Wars.
Yep.
Meaning we'll talk about everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything. It always goes around to the most random places.
Exactly.
So yeah, hopefully it'll be a exciting stream.
All right, so let's do the unveiling
Of the Millennium Falcon.
And there she is. All right, first thoughts.
It looks okay, so it looks very, very intricate.
Okay.
There seem to be a lot of pieces, and what I mean by that is small pieces.
Okay.
Ones that are more tedious to get on. I was reading, I did read a bit about this before online, and there were a couple of people saying that there were some pieces that are hard to get on. There's some pieces in the instructions that don't make sense. So when you keep progressing, you figure out later on that you've actually missed some pieces, or you're missing some pieces.
Yeah.
So I think we might have to be a bit more careful with this build, and really slow down. But yeah, it looks pretty big. There's I know that you can open up the compartments. These four panels
So
you can
it
open
has
up,
the
look
entire,
inside.
interior.
Yeah. And we do have five mini figures, right? I'm not sure where on the box.
5 and 2 droids.
So we have Lando Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've
Chewbacca.
never seen Star Wars.
Yeah. Chewbacca.
Wait, seriously?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know how to say his last name.
Calrissian.
Yeah. Chewbacca,
Billy D.
C-3PO,
Williams.
Finn, Bulio, and R2-D2 and Dio.
Dio.
This is, I think, our third Dio that we have gotten.
I think so.
Yeah.
So this is set 75257 Millennium Falcon from this year, I want to say, or end of last year. So it's a Rise of Skywalker Lego set. And I think, without further ado, let's get into it.
Yep.
Do you want to get the lego-lapse started for us?
Hopefully the shutter of our Lego Lapse isn't too loud.
I don't think. Yeah, it's being picked up this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess from now on, when we're doing our slowly tilting forward, we'll do it as a team.
Yeah. Are we live on Twitch? It shows. For me, it's just showing.
I think you have to hit play. Well, let's quickly check that out.
Yeah. And have we selected a category?
I don't know.
The
You're the Twitch guys.
I don't think we've selected a category either, because on the bottom it should say the category.
For our channel or
for I think
the video?
No, for the channel on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't.
For the yeah.
Not sure.
Here, I'm gonna see if we are live.
It's saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna search up our channel and see if expose. Yep, we are.
Sweet.
Yep, we're live. All right, cool.
Okay.
So
Let's
it's
do
working.
this.
Yeah. Slowly go down. I think this is gonna be I think it's gonna be a fun build. I think this will be a relaxed build again.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. The ones that are 18 plus, they take a bit more brain power.
A little more
more
intricate,
yeah.
and the instructions are, I don't want to say misleading, but they're not super clear.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in a single instruction.
With these ones, you can sort of go on autopilot, talk about whatever you want, and just be building along the way. With the 18 plus, you do have to be a bit more careful. I know with the haunted house, we had to take apart the entire like a section of the tower, because we had one of our windows was inside out, which didn't allow the cart or the elevator to go up.
Yeah.
So I hope nothing like that happens with this. I don't think it should.
Yeah, I think we're. Sorry, I'm multitasking. We've got a few people already in the audience. Welcome, Zulfi, Solat, Planet Earth.
Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Oops.
Well, no, it's okay. We were stuck on the first.
So Planet Earth is saying, yes, way better, more depth in the shot. Color gradient is sweet too, though I think the spot you're sitting, it feels like a little bit towards the background. But then again, you feature the build parts already up front. They would be displayed quite well.
That's what we were going for.
Yeah.
Trying to put more emphasis on our build, and
Hopefully.
the end product. Yeah, hopefully. But this is our first live stream with this setup. So if you guys want to see any changes or notice anything,
we're not promising any changes though.
yeah, but if there are suggestions, constructive criticism that can help us, I think we definitely appreciate that.
It's just, I think the biggest benefit for Kumail and I right now is that we get to face each other and we can just talk, and it's a little more natural form of conversation versus doing the podcasting
style where you lean over,
or I should say radio podcasting. Yeah. How far are you keeping the mic from you? I'm going to keep it a little further today.
I'm going to keep it a little further too. All right.
What did I do with the knives?
With the box cutter?
Yeah.
It's not here.
All right, keys. Oh.
Hey, Nostalgic Noah, thank you for joining. He's saying, I've never had a Falcon set, which since I'm going to start working soon, I'm going to save up for one.
So this is our first Falcon build ever.
Yeah.
We've, as you guys can see, we've got plenty of Star Wars builds. We got a lot of stuff that is in the pipeline that we'll get to soon, but I think for both of us, this is the first Falcon we've ever made.
Yeah. There are two there's this one, and then there's a UCS version, which is a lot bigger but a lot more expensive. So
the UCS
yeah,
version.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, you can decide which one you want. I think I'd probably start with this one and then go to the UCS one because
So-
it's like what 7,000 pieces,
7,000. Yeah.
and I think it's Lego's biggest.
so far their biggest set ever.
Yeah, so it's definitely not for. I'm guessing it's maybe for intermediate to advanced builders.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
not
definitely
beginner
18 plus
builders.
for sure.
Yeah.
So this one does retail at $160. Not a cheap Lego set by a long shot.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's probably a lot of frustration there with people.
Mm-hmm.
$160
For
a Lego set is it's quite expensive.
yeah, it is. Especially at the I think compared to Lego's other sets, this does have 1,300 pieces, and I know that 1,300 to 1,500 is somewhat priced around this range.
That's true.
The Razor Crest was
$129 for
and
1,000.
1,000. So this does make sense,
Yeah.
you know, with going off of how they price their sets. Oh, okay. So,
All right, we've got instructions and stickers.
oh, great. More stickers. All right.
All right. And I'm gonna get the box out of the way.
Yeah. You can, yeah. Yeah, you can pull the box. So today we are hoping to get through bags 1 through 5, literally half the build,
Yeah,
because there's 10 bags.
Uh-oh.
Bag 1.
And hopefully all of you can join us again on Friday while we finish up bags 6 through 10.
Yep. I'm not sure. This one doesn't really
Flipping
have a number.
I'll let you start first, so I'll take the odd numbers. You
Okay.
can take the even numbers.
And then 8, 9, 6, 7. All right. So these are all the next time's bags. So you want the odd bags?
I'll take the even.
Okay. 2. 1, 3, 5. Yep. Start with number 1.
So I'll take 1, 3, and 5.
You want 1, 3, and 5?
Yes. Sir. Also, then that way you can build first. Welcome, Nolan.
Yeah, thank you for joining us again. We're building the Millennium Falcon. Not the UCS version, unfortunately. But,
One day soon.
yeah.
When I say one day, it's probably like 7 days worth
Or
of
more.
build. Or more. I saw someone on Reddit. He built it,
Mm-hmm.
put it on his dining table, took over his entire dining table. So I asked him, I'm like, how long did it take you? He's like, oh, I wasn't paying attention, but it was like a couple hours a day over 2 weeks. I was like,
So
yikes.
long, definitely a long build. If we did build it, it would definitely
Yeah,
pretty much go over this table. That would make for a fun live stream.
cool. Nolan
Right.
has his set.
Oh, that's pretty cool. If you haven't built it yet, maybe you could build it along with us.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But if you've already built it, then you probably have seen this process already.
Welcome Zara, welcome Kunza. Always awesome having all of you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of not used to the setup. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's,
I don't know what's around me.
yeah.
I don't know what I keep like I'm about to hit something.
It's gonna take a bit of time to get used to.
All right. All right. What's this guy's name? This Boolean? What's his name?
Yeah, Boolean. He is
Is
a.
it actually Boolean? Because I just made that up.
No, it's not. It's a Boolio.
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 Boolion. No.
Boolean.
No. Boolio. Boolio.
Bool.
It's on the box.
Boolio. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the box.
I don't remember him.
So he looks
like most things from that movie. I don't remember.
All right.
All right.
First character done.
Oh man. Seriously. I'm like really confused how to get everything together.
Yeah. Okay. Where does this go? Right.
So what do you think of the set so far?
I don't have any thoughts on it right now.
It is the worst build ever. Cheers. Thank you for the coffee.
No problem.
Always helps at the beginning of a live stream.
Yeah.
By the end of the live stream, I'm wired and not feeling good and hungry.
Yeah. We need one and another one. So you said that like last week there was a new trailer came out for what was it, like the final trailer, or
It was more of another teaser.
another teaser?
Yeah, and I think they had.
Is there a final trailer in the works?
I don't think so. We're
It's
3 days
just-
away.
So okay. Do you think they're just gonna release it?
I could see them dropping something on Wednesday or Thursday just to make that excitement go into overdrive.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's probably the most anticipated show right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So do they need to? Probably not.
Yeah, whenever-
Will they? Probably.
yeah. Whenever they release a teaser or trailer, it always goes to #1 on trending immediately. So a lot of people are excited to see the show,
Yeah.
as I am. I think it's gonna be
I think
interesting.
I have a feeling come Friday after our live stream, we know what we'll be doing.
Oh yeah. Starting with.
So part of me was I wish we had reserved the Razor Crest for then.
Oh okay, yeah.
But it
the
came
Razor
out
Crest-
and
yeah.
we're like, yeah, we kind of want to build it right away.
The Razor Crest, it did already come out with the Razor Crest is in the, like, they haven't abandoned it. It is in the second season.
Oh yeah, totally.
So it would make sense to build it around the time the season 2 came out. But when we got it, we just decided, why not?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think this is okay. So immediately I've noticed there's a lot of moving parts.
Really
Yeah, there's a lot of swiveling parts and parts that
nice.
move around. So this immediately tells me that this set is probably going to be very playable.
I would assume so. This is their, 9 plus, 10 plus age group. So it's like you want that nice, challenging build for a kid, but at the same time, give them the ability to play with it after they built it.
Yeah.
You know what we haven't done it in a while?
What?
Released a video.
Yeah, like a lego-lapse or
I feel like this is slowly becoming our identity.
yeah, live streams.
How do you feel about that?
I
Should we
feel-
just give up on everything and just kind of like only do live streams?
No, I don't
No?
think we should do that. I think we should have a variety.
The enjoyment factor is pretty high though on
Yeah,
a live stream.
it is, and you get to interact with your audience. You get to do a lot
Yeah.
that you otherwise wouldn't get to do on like a normal video. And I think because of COVID, live streaming has become
The thing.
yeah. The I forgot her name, but we were talking about her. What is she's like the representative of New York, I think, or
Oh, AOC.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
she
horrible with her.
played she played
Among Us.
she played Among Us on Twitch, and I think
Exploded.
it went to
Not
like,
her.
yeah.
Twitch.
I think the viewer count went to like
600K?
600K or something. That's pretty crazy.
So the big thing, I didn't read too much into this. How both that move
Yeah.
and the response by the fans is going to influence politics on such a grand level.
So
Like,
do you
now
think it was?
can-
Do you think it was calculated
Oh, definitely.
that she
I mean,
wanted to
there's
play?
no way these politicians are not. Oh, let me just
Yeah.
jump on Among
And
Us.
and the thing is, she also called some of the most famous streamers right now to play with her, so their fan bases were also watching.
Yeah.
And I think this is the first time a politician has
I
done
think
something
so.
like this. So I can definitely see how it's going to
Almost
influence.
it was like the first time a politician was connected with their constituents.
Oh yeah.
Because it feels like the rest of them don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they don't, and I don't think the rest of them are they're interested in gaming. I think-
or anything else that goes in our lives.
Yeah, I think she
Besides
just,
taxes.
Yeah, besides taxes.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
More money.
More money, more problems, right?
Yep.
That's why both of us do this for free, right?
Yes, definitely. Two.
Yeah, that was interesting. Like, the funny thing is,
Mhm.
because of that, I was able to figure out and find out what Among Us was. I had loosely heard about it, didn't know what it was exactly. I thought it was.
And-
I thought it
and-
was some horror, dark PS4 game
Oh,
that
no.
was just like you have. It's like a mystery solver. I didn't bother looking at it. Then I saw that.
Because you don't like horror.
No,
Or
it
you
was
don't
just like
wanna-
right now I'm going through a weird phase that I'm just. It feels like it's every year around this time, fall time, all the new games come out. I buy a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play a single one of them except for hockey. And then it's just like I start feeling guilty, so I just disconnect from games. I'm like, okay, when I feel like playing games, I will play the ones that I've bought, and then we'll figure out what's new, what's not new. It's weird. It's like I'm collecting games
Yeah.
that I don't play.
So, in that collection, are there horror games?
Yes.
Among Us is not a horror game, by the way. It's
No,
it's a mafia style game.
Yeah.
But would you get a horror game?
Yeah, there's one on Stadia that I am playing called Gilth or
Gilth?
Gylth or Gylt. You're a little girl, 9-10 years old, I want to say,
Of course.
and you get sucked into some other dimension. That's not straight.
Yep, it's not. So there's probably an extra piece here. Should be like this. That.
Anywho, so I
It's
got
a little.
that. Yeah, even my wife started watching that game. It was
Started
like-
watching the game.
yeah, it's like a third person. You sneak around a school, and you're trying to figure out why and how you're in this, almost like the Upside Down, where you're in a mirror version of her town.
And it's
And
like it's like an alternate reality, but with different.
Yeah,
things in
and
there.
then the school's overrun with ghouls, ghosts,
Oh,
goblins
yeah,
type
yeah.
things. It was good. I just stopped playing.
Ah.
You ever had that problem where I doubt it, but you ever had that problem when you're playing a game, or you're just doing too much stuff, and you kind of forget that you were playing a specific video game, and then you kind of come across it again after a couple of weeks. You're like, oh, I haven't touched that game in so long.
Yeah. For me, that's like No Man's Sky.
I
Yeah.
chose to walk away from that game.
Like that game, I was playing it, and I understand the concept where there's a huge universe, right?
Yeah.
And it's infinite. Then you get to explore and go through galaxies, and the concept is super cool. And when you're playing initially, it's a lot of fun, like the first couple of hours, and then it gets to a point where I'm just like, what am I doing now? Like you're exploring
What am I
galaxies.
doing with my life?
Yeah, it's like you're exploring galaxies, but not really. You just kind of jump around.
Yeah.
You collect more materials to do another jump. That's it. That's all you're doing. You just go to another galaxy to jump again, which doesn't make sense. What am I? What is there missing? How is this upside?
Can you grab the
Yeah.
camera?
There's the shutter.
Yeah. One of these days.
Yeah, sorry guys, the shutter keeps turning off and we don't know why. But we'll figure it out.
What step are you on?
16. It's literally where you connect them together. Like, I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't seem like there's enough.
All of this needs to slide over one.
All of what?
This one
Oh, okay.
needs to slide over one. So we will get to the stories soon, but I think it'll be best when I'm building, so you can
Yeah.
relax and tell us the story.
I'm gonna need this guy.
Minecorp X, welcome. Thank you for joining us. You guys are doing such a great job.
Thank
you. You should check out some of his videos. It's pretty good. He's, well, at least the ones I've seen, he's doing a lot of Jurassic Park builds, which is something
Ooh.
we've never touched. And it's always,
Yeah.
I've always, that T-Rex with the main gate looks awesome. And then I think the rest of them are from Jurassic World. Lego makes these Jurassic
Yeah, I'm
World
definitely
things.
gonna check that out. Seems interesting.
Yeah.
And we've never done.
The T-Rex has like a, I don't know, like a worm-like tail. It's like 6 different joints.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of slithers. It's pretty awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move this over one. There we go. And then. Oh.
You see that?
See what?
We can put comments on our screen now. We're going places, Kumail.
Ooh, through the.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we've been hard at work trying to get the set good, the stream good, and I think the most important thing is to get us good. We're good.
As
Better.
great. Yeah, as great as what, presenters, hosts.
All of the above.
Yeah.
And builders as well.
Yep.
Because
Like this.
boom.
All right. Yeah.
And Bob's your uncle. You ever heard
Remember-
of that?
And Bob's your uncle?
Yeah, I don't know where
Who
it started from.
And Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, it's so
I have
random.
not heard of that.
I mean, I'm kind of tempted to always just be like, and Zulfi is your uncle, but I don't think a lot of people will get that.
Yeah.
However, it's a American, I want to say, saying. It might even be British for all I know. And it's just one of those things that makes me giggle every time I hear it.
Ooh. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam.
No, that's one uncle that no one really cares for these days, or just in general.
Oh, I think you'd be surprised.
I mean, what I mean to say by that is, when Uncle Sam comes for you, everyone gets nervous.
Yeah.
You don't want Uncle Sam coming for
Yeah.
you. Can you imagine, like, the IRS or the FBI coming down to take us down for our Lego videos? Or like, what?
No, I like. There has to be a reason, right?
Obviously.
Like.
No, but I was just like thinking, like,
Innocent.
we'd have to like
until
jump
proven guilty.
over Lego pieces, laptops, cameras. We've got no chance.
And no, we're probably tripping over them.
Exactly. We'll just be on the ground for them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, take us, please.
Okay.
I think we need a story pretty soon because I've already derailed our conversation 4 times.
A story. Yeah, I do. I have.
I think I'll let you tell a story when you're.
Yeah, I've got some interesting ones, and none of these are like last time. Hopefully, I haven't read all of them.
So,
but hopefully, they're not too gory.
Anyone joining us new? I went through a BuzzFeed article, 17 or 23 facts that you shouldn't read after 10 p.m.
That you shouldn't read after
should
10.
not read. We were 6
PM.
p.m., 7 p.m.
Yeah, we were good.
We were good, but the first,
I don't know about the fans,
Yeah.
but we were good.
the first one really
Hit home.
hard.
Yep. It didn't hit home because we're
Yeah,
not.
I mean, sorry, I did not.
we
Whatever the opposite of hitting home is.
hit away.
Yeah. And I think Kumail is still scarred from that.
Yeah. So, and I think some people in the audience too.
Yes.
So, hopefully, we will try to stay away from that sort of.
Anything gory or weird.
Yeah. Family friendly.
Still a little spooky though, right?
Oh yeah, of course. You can't have Halloween without spooky.
Well, this Halloween, I feels like is just, there will be no Halloween.
Oh well, that's
I'm
for
still
reasons.
a little nervous, to be honest.
About what?
Someone's gonna show up at my door, and it's just
In
like
a costume?
well, obviously, hopefully a costume. If not, that's even weirder.
Yeah.
Asking for candy, but it's like, should I open the door? Like, I don't want to be that mean person, like, get off my lawn person. But it's just like, do I open it, throw the candy at them, and shut it?
What if you don't have candy?
Then you become that person, right? People are like, oh, look at this guy.
They don't. Yeah, they're not ready to. They're not ready to give candy. Where is this supposed to go? Right. So there's a lot in this set. There's a lot of pieces with these little knobs.
We had the music muted. Oops.
Oh, we did. And no one even let us know.
They probably didn't even know.
Yeah. There's a lot of pieces in here with these knobs, these cylinders at the end, right?
Yeah, I forget what they're called.
Where you can attach them, and
so once again, I think we are building out the chassis.
Yeah, I think so. And I think by the end of these, by the end of this 5 bags, we're gonna have built pretty much half the chassis.
Oh, I think we'll be past the chassis by then. I would assume.
You think so?
Yeah. Because I think we'll start making the interior.
So like half of the build will be done, including chassis and
some components of the
yeah.
interior.
Okay, well, this is not right. But yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces, which probably means that in the main set there's gonna be a lot of moving parts.
So, keeping to a Halloween theme.
Mm-hmm.
I recently watched Halloween Town for the first time.
Halloween Town.
Yeah, have you heard of it? Have you watched it?
That name is. I might have seen it. That name sounds familiar. What is it about?
Disney movie about a girl and her siblings who have a grandmother who is a witch, but they don't really know. The mom's a witch as well. They don't know. And
I feel like
around her 13th birthday, she gets, which is around Halloween. She gets. The grandma comes over. They want to take them to trick or treat, or the kids want to go trick or treating. The parents don't let. The mom doesn't let them
because
the grandma's going back to her hometown. The kids sneak off into the bus and they don't realize that they're going to a different dimension where there's a town called Halloween Town, and it's just full of ghouls and ghosts and vampires and werewolves.
Is it okay? Is this like a children's movie?
It is. It's
Okay.
very much.
Yeah. And what'd you think about it?
It's cute. It is not a horror movie for
Yeah.
sure. It's a Halloween themed
I think
kids movie.
this reminds me of an episode from Goosebumps, actually. And by the way, Goosebumps is great to watch during.
Is it available anywhere?
Goosebumps?
Yeah, to stream.
So the new movies, the two new movies with Jack
yeah.
Black in it,
There's
are.
two?
Yeah, there's two. So
Have you seen both of them?
No, I've seen the first one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Jack Black plays R.L. Stein.
Who's the best actor in the world?
Yeah. Nacho Libre.
Nacho
Amazing
Libre.
movie.
We need to watch that soon.
Yeah. He plays R.L. Stein. Anyway, I'm talking about the Goosebumps, like the series, the old series.
Yeah. The original one.
Yeah.
From the 90s.
Those were so. I can hear the theme song playing in my head. Actually, it's so. That was a great series.
Great books.
Yeah. So this reminds me of an episode where there was these two kids who didn't a vampire broke into their house. And these were kids who were like 15 or 16 or something, and a vampire broke into the house, and then they had the whole episode trying to run away from the vampire, and then it turns out that he catches them, and their parents show up behind him, and they're like, "What are you guys doing with him?" And they're like, "Oh, this is Dracula. He's your uncle," and the kids' parents are also vampires. And they just find this out.
Was Dracula trying to eat him, or just
no?
say
Yeah,
hello?
he was trying to eat them because he didn't know that they were his brother's children. And then what happens is they're like they figure out that their parents are also vampires, and they're like, "What? We didn't know you were vampires." And then at that very moment, their vampire teeth start growing in. So they're like on the.
It sounds familiar. I feel like I might have read it as well.
Yeah, and their vampire teeth start growing in. So apparently they were a family of vampires, and the kids just didn't know. Like the parents just never told them. Don't know why, but
I'm sure that's not a conversation you really have at the dinner table.
Yeah.
So
why didn't you
just
tell me?
wanted to tell you guys that we're actually
vampires.
vampires. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of misconceptions in society about us. We're not all that bad.
Yeah.
Just once a month we need to feast on some blood.
And stay away from garlic. Never go near garlic. Oh, this is a small piece. And 2. So building like this is really different. I'm building here. Our screens are off to the side, but we're like looking at each other. This is gonna take some getting used to.
I know my face can be distracting to some people. For better or for worse, I have no idea why. Well, we're already 41 minutes in. Let's open it up to the chat room. Or the multiple chat rooms.
Let's open up.
Yeah, what's a good Halloween movie that isn't necessarily horror specific, like almost like a feel good?
Hocus Pocus.
I was just gonna say that was another one that we're gonna watch. Probably
Hocus Pocus
next
is
day or
great.
two.
Yeah.
Maybe even tonight.
Um,
Although I don't remember it.
have you've seen Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, but it's been years.
I remember some parts of it, but not all. Goosebumps is the Night of the Living Dummy. There's the Tower one. There's so many different. And why did they? I wonder why they stopped making them.
I wonder if it's one of those like. It was. This is gonna sound like an old man speaking,
Yeah.
but when I felt like 90s into the 2000s, Disney and then Disney Plus or whatever, Disney Channel
Mm-hmm.
was going through that metamorphosis of almost like losing their innocence and becoming a little more edgier, a little more weirder. You would get, other different types of content, less wholesome content, in my opinion.
Really?
I mean, like wholesome, not that the other stuff wasn't wholesome. It's just
Yeah.
that had a little bit more of an edge to it, a comedic
okay.
edge. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not saying a bad edge necessarily.
Okay, so this is in basically the exact same thing.
Kumail's on chassis duty today.
All right, this one was built good. I didn't, I didn't mess up with this one. Okay. Ooh, I have to connect all this now. It looks like a big maze.
It does.
Oh, we have one more person in the chat. Mustafa, welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Adab to you too.
Waalaikum adab, as we would say.
Yeah. We're building the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, and so far it's a pretty, as we suspected, it's a pretty relaxed build.
Our builds are always relaxed, though. It's
Are they? The previous one at the end it started to get.
that was just, I think, more because of frustrations that, in order to fix one thing, we had to break 5 things.
Yep.
Are we missing?
No. You're literally not supposed to have anything.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm sure we're gonna connect. I'm gonna. I'm gonna connect it. Okay. So. You have.
All right, remind me again.
Mm-hmm.
If we were having a normal Halloween,
Yep.
what would you have dressed as?
If we were having a normal Halloween,
Yes. All right, while you think about it.
I mean, okay, what is the budget? Unlimited or unlimited?
No, meaning like what you actually would
Oh,
dress
okay.
as this Halloween if we were allowed to go out. Welcome, Amar. Thank you so much. Farhan Raza, welcome. Thank you.
The studio lighting is coming along nice. Thank you. It is. We added a couple of more strips. We added 2 more bars, light bars on the bottom. So hopefully it gives a nice
Ambiance.
aura. Yeah, like a nice aura. And hopefully this purple and blue theme looks good. I think it looks great.
It's a little video gamer.
Not really.
No?
Yeah,
Alright.
I think it looks pretty elegant.
Have you not noticed though? Every single game commercial is purple now. Every single, like Twitch is purple.
I think I know why. Well, game commercial, like
So like Stadia. What's that other game that's popular or something about? Oh, I'm not even gonna quote it because I don't want to speak out of turn.
yeah.
Anyways, a lot of like even Destiny. A lot of the power ups are purple.
That is true.
There's a lot of purple element in.
Because I think
gaming.
purple is the color or the color that people visualize when looking at fantasy or looking at magic
Interesting. I
and
did
then-
not
and then
think
I-
of that.
I think
I'm like, where is he going with this? But
yeah.
okay, I get it. Yeah.
Like people visualize purple as like fantasy or magic, and also a lot of streamers these days are they're being used in like Red Bull commercials or streaming commercials,
I
right?
wouldn't mind being sponsored by Red Bull.
Oh yeah. So if
All of you judge me for drinking it, but not the normal Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
The soda
The-
Red Bull.
which one? The soda one.
The fruity stuff.
How is that? Good?
Very fruity, very high on caffeine.
So not good.
No problem for my body. Probably not.
Ooh, is this wrong?
Probably.
No, I need to.
What number are you on?
41. I'm just taking a look at this one. I think I didn't put this in right. Yeah, there's not supposed to be a space.
You got it.
So a lot of streamers are being used in like streaming commercials and stuff like that. And what I always notice is, you know how these streamers have lights around they have like lighting like us, lights around their desk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They always use purple. I don't think people like using very bright lights or colors that are very hot.
So there's a technical reason for this too,
Okay.
which is whatever's happening in the world of LED colors and technologies, purple and pink are showing up in the most saturated for the LED diodes.
So
Blues
it's the
and
best.
greens and reds are actually not.
So people prefer.
So meaning you can get the most intensity out of purple and red. Purple and pink, which is a mixture of blue and red.
Okay.
Leaning one way or the other.
And it's not a super harsh color like
It is.
it is, but
Nice.
it's not also it's
I mean,
not
I
like,
meant sorry. It is nice to look at. Yeah.
yeah, and it's not like neon pink or neon green or a color that's very
Those
could be
are-
more
yeah.
a bit more difficult to look at. I think that's why a lot of streamers, and hey, maybe we're falling into that same thing too. We've got purple up.
We do.
Okay, now this looks a lot better. So I'm gonna put this.
Okay, so we got. Whoa. Sorry, guys.
The logo looks great. Thank you. Hopefully it's centered this time and not.
What are you talking about? It's always been centered.
Has it?
Yeah, of course.
Purple is mystic. That is true. It is. It's like I don't know. It just reminds me of magic,
That's
and
true. I
and
never-
fantasy.
I
That's
never
what
registered
purple.
with them, but you're right.
Yeah. That's what
Wizards
purple-
are always
Yeah,
represented.
they're
with
always-
purple.
like they always are wearing like purple robes and purple. Those what are those called? The hats. The big wizard hats.
Wizards hat, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's always. And if you look in movies, whenever someone casts a spell, the color that always emits is purple.
Not always, but yeah, like
Most of the time,
Yeah.
I would say it's like
think
the standard
the
is like
Harry
purple.
Potter world broke all of those.
Oh yeah,
tropes.
yeah. They have like fairy colors. Yeah, that is true.
Who said that?
Zara, like fairy colors.
I didn't get that.
Like the last comment. You didn't get it?
So just sorry, the software is a little behind on comments.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is it? It's still not showing up. Still hasn't shown up.
It showed up.
Oh, okay, but it's
Like 3 or 4
behind.
seconds
Okay,
behind
okay.
after you said it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch.
Okay.
Give you
I know what I've done wrong.
all the tension in the world.
No, I know what I've done wrong. Just have to move this over one. Down there. And that. Yep, that'll work. Sometimes when you what happened?
I think this is also for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There was 4, right? Yeah. I think there was 4.
I need to work on my posture game. If that's this real thing.
Posture game?
My posture game.
What's that?
Sitting in
Yeah.
a good posture.
Unless the spell is
Abracadabra.
green or stupefy, right?
See? Zara knows what's up.
Yeah.
Harry Potter. So we won't get into Harry Potter stuff just yet because we have probably like a month full of Harry Potter content soon-ish. I did love about. That's what I loved about Harry Potter is they took some of, it's like Avada Kedavra. It's supposed to be like abracadabra.
Yeah.
But she just turned it and made it the worst spell possible. Or like the meanest?
Meanest?
Nothing. What's the word I'm looking for?
The harshest?
Harshest spell, the
But like-
worst type of spell you could ever do.
And
The killing curse.
and
But I love that
abracadabra is
she
supposed to
took
be
the
a very
most-
light spell.
Or the most like
Loving spell.
no, like what's the word I'm looking for? I am totally losing vocabulariness right now.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
So, what's the word that's like when you a word that is really tied to a genre, like a very obvious, right? Like laser sword has become a very sci-fi / Star
Yeah.
Wars thing. Beaming or beam me up is a very Star Trek thing, right? So
Cadabra is a
it's
very magic.
magic-y word,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like an innocent, like, oh, look, I did a spell,
Abracadabra,
abracadabra, and you don't even know what the
Yeah.
spell is. So she took the most innocent, most well-known
Spell.
phrase and twisted it into the killing curse. I'm like, that was pretty awesome. Like, I know it sounds really dark, but I'm like, I appreciated that. I was like,
Yeah.
that is cool. You took a trope and turned it on
And
its
turned
head.
it into
Something
one of the most dangerous.
dark and,
yeah. I forgot where that was used. Probably by.
So Nolan is saying this is the highest amount of people we have ever gotten. I think you are right.
I don't know how many. I can't see.
We're up to 11. This is great.
Yep.
Thank you everyone for joining us.
Yeah.
This is pretty awesome.
The unforgivable curses. That was cool.
Be
I
a
forgot. Okay, so I think Zara might know this. I forgot where they used that spell. The most dangerous one, the curse one.
That's the one that Voldemort used to kill Harry and bounce
Oh
back.
yeah, you're right. Oh yeah.
And then the other one, home. I know these, but I'm on the spot. Of course, my mind is going blank. I'm not looking at the comments.
Yeah.
But okay, Imperius was the one to get people to like brainwash people.
Yep.
Crucio was the one to torture people. Nerd. Sorry, I'm done.
And then there's. Okay, I might butcher this.
Expelliarmus.
Yeah, that's exactly what is it.
So
I
the-
feel
the
like that's
weak-
the only.
The weak boy.
Is that the
one.
only? Is that like the base? Is that the most basic one? I've
Yeah,
heard that the most.
disarming. Yeah.
I've heard that the most, and I'm sure nobody in the higher levels
There's a lot of
uses that.
a lot of controversy as usual.
There's a lot of controversy over it.
Why?
Why?
Oh, so Mustafa Server says Mace Windu's wand lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
That is right. That was
That
also
is true.
purple.
Yep. And I think that is the only purple lightsaber in Star Wars, right?
I believe so.
I don't think there's anyone. So that's basically like the black lightsaber.
The dark saber.
Yeah, the dark saber made with. I know the crystal that it's. Kylo Ren's lightsaber was made from a broken crystal, or it was unstable. The crystal was unstable.
I also thought it was because his
Personality
devotion-
is unstable.
devotion to the light side and the dark side was also broken.
So his.
It was reflecting his inner conflict.
Oh, so his lightsaber is like it's like a metaphor for his conflict.
Yeah,
So it's showing through his lightsaber.
I guess so.
If you're So that
So
yeah.
if you watch that and you knew that in the beginning of Force Awakens, you knew that he would end up being
Yeah, exactly.
whatever. I'm not gonna say spoilers because I know Kunza hasn't seen it yet.
Oh.
You're on 43. Oh yeah, so yeah, the dark saber shows up in Clone Wars, I think for the first time,
Okay.
and then Rebels, and then
And then
Mandalorian.
of course Mandalorian right at the end,
Yeah.
which I do think they're gonna bring it back in season 2. They should. I really want to see what they're gonna do with it. So I think they should bring it back.
They will.
But what they do is
that's not something
oftentimes
they tease and never show again.
yeah, but sometimes what they do is they have like a middle season. So let's say they're preparing for say season 3. So this season will be a build up to season 3. So they might not even show it. They could do it that way too.
They could.
I've seen a lot of shows do that where middle seasons are build up seasons.
Yeah, I don't see Disney / Mandalorian doing any of those type of stunts that usually end up really frustrating fans.
Yep. Yeah, it
'Cause they're
does. It does.
impatient.
Yeah.
Like
The Kyber crystal is awesome. Is that the one for the dark saber? That's not Kylo Ren's saber, right?
no. So the Kyber crystal. I'm totally nerd out.
Kyro?
Kyber crystal.
Yeah. That's the dark saber crystal, right?
No, so that is a crystal that connects to the Jedi and also brings the power of the lightsaber. It's the heart of the lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the Jedi's what they do is they go to the planet Ilum, which
They
by
go
the
to
way,
the planet Ilum.
Yeah, ILLUM.
Okay.
Or 1 L 2 L's.
Yeah.
Which by the way becomes Starkiller base in Force Awakens.
Okay.
So Kyber crystal powers a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Part of Jedi or Padawan's training is they go to Ilum and have to find their own Kyber crystal, and that's what they use to construct their first lightsaber ever, which is part of the Jedi trials, is to eventually be able to construct your own lightsaber.
Okay.
The
That
Kyber
makes
crystal also powers a Death Star super laser. So if you watch Rogue One, that's what they were doing on Jeddah, or as we say, Jeddah.
Jeddah.
Which we should probably talk about one day. That how
Yeah.
a desert planet called Jeddah. Really cool, Abrams.
The what? There isn't there one? Is that the same one where Luke Skywalker was with the 2 moons, or is that
No,
a
that's
different?
Tatooine.
Because that's also a desert planet
That
with
is
2 moons.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah. Yeah, you were saying?
So, the Kyber crystal. Oh man.
What happened?
The camera went off. So we're pretty far from the camera now.
Yeah, and I have to like.
I'm locked in.
All right. Yeah, you were saying about the.
So Kyber crystal powers a lightsaber. It also powers the Death Star.
Mhm.
The Kyber crystals are found on the planet Ilum, and the First Order and Force Awakens, or probably before Force Awakens, also take over the planet Ilum and make it into Starkiller Base, which is the big super weapon. So
Oh,
the whole planet
okay.
was
That's
full of Kyber crystals, so they just made the entire planet into Starkiller Base.
so
And that is your nerd lesson of the day.
Yep. So that's how they decided that would be the perfect place for the Starkiller base.
Pretty much. It's like making a car in an oil field. Nope, that's not a good analogy.
Making a car in an oil field?
Like the source of the fuel. No pun intended. The fuel that a car runs off of is gas.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to, this is a horrible. I'm just gonna stop right now before I embarrass myself any further. I make up the most ridiculous analogies. They sometimes
They don't even
sound
make sense
so
to you
no, they sound so brilliant in my mind, but when they start coming out, I just start dying in the middle of them. Like, oh, that sounded so much better in my head.
Well, I just need to be upside down.
As I always like to tease my wife, at least I admit that I'm wrong.
Well,
It's a start,
that's
right?
it's a start.
Acceptance isn't the first step, right?
Acceptance isn't the first step?
It is the first step, right? Depending on
Yeah.
what steps we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone just died upstairs.
Yeah, whenever something or just like a rattle or like a shake, you can hear it pretty well in here.
Yeah. Zen Nukvi, welcome.
Loving this.
Mustafa
setup,
Sar's
guys,
asking
yeah.
for more nerd lessons.
Well, you would be better.
You asked me the question. I will answer.
Okay, well, okay, the dark saber.
Okay, made 1,000 years ago. Or
I do know that it was made, or it was. I think you told me this, that it was a Mandalorian who
Jedi, the one or the last.
he was a Mandalorian Jedi, right? He was
Yes.
like
Something Vizsla.
yeah, and he created it,
Yes.
or did he like?
So from what I've read, and then I feel like Star Wars kind of
Yeah.
contradicted itself or made it confusing. He created it while he was part of the Jedi Order.
Mhm.
He got banished, or they'll probably go into it. Like he had a falling out. He didn't agree with the
where-
terms of
Where is this from?
43 right there.
But I've already put those two. Yeah, these two.
Go up one to 42.
These
No,
are just-
go to 44. It's not 44. 40 would be extra.
I think so. Yeah, because I've already put these two. You
Oh,
might have just
right there. 44. 2x.
Oh, so I'm on 43. No, I'm done with 43. I think. No, yeah, I'm on 44. Okay. So these need to go. Oh yeah, you were saying?
Anyways, he has some type of falling out with the Jedi Order, or leaves, or gets banished, or whatever.
Oh,
the,
and
the
he
Jedi Order keeps his darksaber,
they
and then he breaks in and takes it back for Mandalorians.
they keep his dark saber,
Yeah.
and he. So do you know how it was created? Or did he find the crystal?
So Mustafa Server is asking, do you think Chirrut Imwe was connected to the Force? Do you remember Chirrut from the Rogue One movie?
No.
The blind guy with the stick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And who would always what was his partner? The guy with the gun.
Yeah,
I think it was the guy with the gun.
yeah.
The guy who would always say, oh, he wouldn't say, but at the end said, I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. So there's a whole thing that they wanted to explore, which goes back to the original Star Wars script, where we've turned this into a Star Wars episode.
Which is okay.
Which
we're
is
building.
okay.
We're literally building a Millennium
We
Falcon.
literally are.
Yep.
So, what was I saying?
The Imwe. I forgot his name.
Chirrut.
What?
I'm totally
Chirrut?
lost. Chirrut.
Yeah, Chirrut Imwe. Was he connected to the
Oh
Force?
yes. So there's a whole thing in the original script for Star Wars that there was the Jedi's, and then the something of the wills. It was just like it was like one of those George Lucas ideas that was not really developed.
Oh, okay.
But it's like, yeah, I always meant this to be happen.
Yeah.
So basically, what we did was what we did. I am all over the place right now.
What
you know what
he
just went
did?
through my mind?
What?
I was reading Zen's comment. I was looking at her stream on your computer, and I was just thinking, I wonder how many people on Twitch are watching. All that while I'm trying to talk to you, so I'm probably. It's all good. It's
Yep.
all good.
It is all good.
Anyways, it was like the people of the wills or something. Anyways, so they took that for Rogue One. They took that concept and they kind of loosely adapted it, where you had this group of people on Jeddah that
On Jeddah.
Jeddah.
Yep.
Who are kind of like the followers of the wills or something. I'm forgetting already. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Who are like worship Force users, but are not necessarily
Their worship for you? What do you mean?
like they're like okay, what's a good analogy? Think of like you have your superstar players on a basketball team, on a football team, on a baseball team, hockey team. These people were like the people who made sure the equipment was nice and clean, and all the balls were aired properly, and everyone's stuff was dry, and like here are all the
okay.
towels.
Yeah.
I just watched Ted Lasso, so that's why it's fresh in my mind as a character who does that. So basically, they're like worshippers of the Jedi Temple or whatever thing they had on Jeddah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they have like a loose connection to the Force, but they can't manipulate it. It's like they're Force sensitive in the sense that they can feel it, and they know it's like almost like belief in God. That some people would like totally deny it, that just God doesn't exist. There's people who say God exists, but I don't feel it.
Oh,
and then there's people who are like
super
devout
devoted.
and like quote unquote holy people who
Yeah.
can feel it. Like I worship God, I know God,
Yeah.
and I can feel His presence.
Yeah.
And there's those in the middle who are like, I can kind of feel it, and
But not really.
and I believe it too,
Yeah.
but it's not at the level of a Jedi.
Yeah.
That I don't want to say manipulate the Force, manipulate
They
God.
can-
That's not the
they-
right
yeah,
analogy, but you
like,
get what I'm saying.
They can manipulate the Force. Or Jedi can, but they
Yeah.
can sort of.
So they can
feel
sense
it.
the Force,
Yeah.
I would say, but they can't manipulate it.
Yeah.
Or use the Force. Manipulating probably is not the right word.
They can't use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So that was.
Who's your favorite character
from Star Wars and why?
I don't have one. So I'm gonna let you start, and I'll come up with one.
I have to.
Oh, I do have one.
My favorite character from Star Wars. Okay, I forgot his name, and I don't know
favorite
why.
that you forgot his
Yeah,
name.
I know. Like I don't know why I forgot his name, but it's
Ewok.
No. It's
Jar Jar.
Yes.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I like Jar
Get
Jar
outta
a lot.
here.
I like Jar Jar a lot.
Your favorite character?
You don't. Who's your favorite character?
Obi-Wan. He's the
Okay,
old,
I like Jar Jar.
old wizard / father
I
figure.
like the way he
/
talks. I like the way
Oh
he
my
talks.
god, there's probably people out there dying right now because
Why?
Jar Jar was the most hated character in Star Wars when it first came out because
I like Jar Jar.
no, I'm not saying that's a bad choice. I'm just surprised because I've never
That
heard
he-
anyone. Hold on, I'm
Say that they like Jar Jar
just gonna tighten this one.
as their most favorite character.
Yeah,
But-
it makes sense. You grew up with that character and that generation of Star Wars, and
Yeah.
see, to me, that's why I think George Lucas is a genius. That he hit the crowd or the demographic he was trying to go for.
Which was
The kids,
yeah.
not
And
my age, not my brothers or parents' age who are older and who grew up originally with Star Wars. They're like, no, I need to get a fresh group of fans in, so I need to make new roads into this new generation.
It would yeah, like I think it would either see Zara even likes
Oh
Jar
my
Jar.
god, I have
Jar,
to talk.
he's a good character.
I have to talk to Zara's father.
That's because you've just talked to people who are like
No, but
probably super nerdy about Star Wars or
I
like
was-
no, I hate Jar Jar.
I don't.
Like,
Number one, I don't have friends. Okay, so I did not talk to anyone.
okay.
Number two, I didn't hate Jar Jar. I was
just
I was
ever
young
since
when I was like mid-teens when it first came out.
Was it since everyone didn't like him, you just decided not to like him either?
No, so I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I just think. You ever seen Tropic Thunder?
Tropical Thunder?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, the one with
Comedy with Robert Downey
Robert.
Jr.
Yeah, yep.
Ben Stiller. You
Yes,
seen
I
it?
have, yep, I have.
Remember that famous scene?
Where he's
You never go full retard.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what George Lucas did with Jar Jar. That he went
Yeah.
full retard with Jar. Like he went so over the top
Yeah, that's
slapstick
true.
comedy.
I just
that,
like
like,
the way he talks. That's all.
I just wish he brought him back a little bit, and then to the point where like he wasn't so hated that he could have continued Jar Jar's story arc into 2 and 3.
So he just stopped it. He's just like
No, so like in episode 2, right? He's nothing. All of a sudden he comes in and goes like, "Well, Padme's missing, so I'm going to give
yeah.
Supreme Chancellor emergency powers." It's like, wow, you just messed up the Galactic Senate.
Jar Jar was funny. He was funny. I like Jar Jar.
I am surrounded by not allies, I guess.
Well, you can become one of our allies. Just say he
So,
was a.
I don't hate him. It's
he's
just
not
his-
he's not the best character I've ever seen or
But
the
he's your
most
favorite.
developed character in Star Wars or whatever, right?
He is
But
your favorite,
he's-
though.
Yeah, he's my favorite because he's funny. Everyone else in Star Wars is a little bit serious, but they're good. All the other characters are really, really good. Like Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader is a really good character. But Jar Jar, there's just something about him just because he's funny. And the way, what was his famous line where he said like please, or it was one of his I think it was his most famous line where he says something but he switches around the words. No, he doesn't switch around the letters, not like Yoda. Yoda's another good one too.
Yoda does words, not letters.
Yeah, Yoda does words. I think he does letters.
Yeah.
He switches something around because he can't speak. What is it? The common tongue? It's not English, right?
Basic.
Basic tongue.
Common tongue is
Witcher?
No, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I think it's Lord of the Rings.
Game of Thrones.
I think it's Lord of the Rings. Well, I haven't seen Game of Thrones. I think it's Lord of the Rings.
I think so. Nerds.
I could see the anger in Ati's eyes.
Yes.
That is true. I have a VIP spot to his anger.
Okay, so we're getting a few comments here. Mustafa Server says, I like the theory behind Snoke and Jar Jar. Planet Earth is saying, I'm still convinced Jar Jar is a Sith Lord. Have you heard of this?
I was gonna bring that up. There's a lot of people, like, I think
it's pretty genius.
I think there was people around, I think, you know, Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
I think people were saying he was Kylo Ren or something. This was before he was revealed.
So if you look at all the stuff Jar Jar does in episode 1 through 3, and I'm gonna make this up right now because I'll look it up in a second, or I'll have you look it up. All the stuff he does ends up always becoming like a perfect play for Palpatine / the Sith.
Okay. So that's why people think that he's
I'm blanking on if and what he does in Phantom Menace. See, I got some supporters now. Kasha Fan is here. Just breathe out. That's nice, deep breaths.
That's not.
I don't hate Jar Jar.
He's just basically saying that you need to calm down. That we like Jar Jar. We don't like. Yeah, he's not. He's not like. He's a funny character.
Sure.
No, he is a funny character, and I thought he was a pretty good character. Like
Pippin from Lord of the Rings is a funny character.
I thought Jar Jar was a funny
Han
character.
Solo
But that's also
is
because I grew up with
character. That. C-3PO is a funny character. Jar Jar is a silly character.
Which means funny.
I am not saying he's a horrible character. I am not saying he's a bad character. I'm not saying I hate him. I am just saying I understand why a lot of your generation really loves Jar Jar.
Probably due to the nostalgia is definitely a big one.
Exactly, yeah.
Nostalgia is a big one.
That's why, for me, it's like I'm not. So I'm the middle ground generation that didn't necessarily grew up in the sense that I wasn't around in the 70s or early 80s when Star Wars first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, when I was born in the mid 80s, I didn't really know about Star Wars until I was like 4 or 5. So I'm looking at late 80s, early 90s.
Yep.
And at that time is what we like to call the dark times.
You like to call that the dark times?
Yeah.
What was that?
Because there was no chance of new Star Wars content to come out.
When was this?
Late 80s, early 90s.
And there was no chance of Star Wars content coming out?
No.
What do you mean by
pretty
that?
much it was done. Star Wars as movies were done. Lucas always kind of he's like, yeah, well, I have an idea for a prequel about when Anakin is and William, blah, 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 right? But he couldn't really, he was waiting for technology to develop so he can show the story he wanted to show.
Okay.
So, okay, well, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s, that technology, there was no technology boom yet. It was just about to start.
Yep.
Done.
Done.
So
bag one done.
Bag one done.
I've got back two. I continue?
So, Jar Jar started a war. See, okay, I'm getting some people. Anyways, where was talking about Lucas 90s? So there was the original trilogy already had come out. There was no hope for a prequel trilogy or a sequel trilogy in late 80s, early 90s, right? Mm-hmm. So here comes the dawn, the start of what is now known as the expanded universe, the EU. Not the European Union, the expanded universe.
Yeah, the EU.
Yeah, so this is when books started coming out in late 90s, both adult books and junior adult or junior whatever novels. And so this was the dark time where that generation of mine or me grew up watching the first 3 movies and then reading all the books that came out, and including some comic books that were also being developed. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until 97 when you have the special edition remaster of the original trilogy, and then 99 Phantom Menace comes out, and then you got 2002, 2005 for Clone Wars, not Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, and so I'm in that middle generation where I grew up with the original trilogy, but it had already come out. But I really grew up with reading the novels. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, I got on board in my mid-teens and late teens for prequel, and obviously adulthood into the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So I didn't have that same type of love for Jar Jar because I was a little older
You didn't. Oh.
when
okay.
when it actually came out.
I think a lot of the people of my generation and my age, I started watching Star Wars when I was very young. So, when I watched it for the first time, like, I didn't even really understand what it was about. I was just watching the characters and watching like the story unfold. And then when Jar Jar came on, he was a funny character, and the way his mannerisms, the way he would talk, the way he looked.
Very slapstick.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. So that idea always stayed in my mind, which I guess it did for a lot of people. So I can see how people think that he's like a Sith Lord and all that stuff. But I thought he was a pretty funny character.
He was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Let's see. You know why?
What?
You know why?
No.
It's because there's no category.
Can you add one?
You would have to do it from where you're streaming. I can't do it.
But I don't know. Sorry, we just realized we never had any Twitch.
Yeah, there's no category though. Because there's no category to fall under.
I don't have the ability to.
I think you before you go live, you set some stuff up and it asks to choose. It doesn't ask.
Yeah.
How do you set it?
We are pushing 5,800 kilobits per second.
Oh, right here.
There you go. We have one person watching. That is you.
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
I believe I've added. Yep. All right, I've added. Okay. Anyway, I thought Jar Jar was an interesting character just because of nostalgic reasons, and I think that's why there's such a divide in Star Wars, because all the people who are talking about it now are either people who saw it in their late teens as you did, or people who saw it when they were very young, so there's like a nostalgic factor around it.
An example.
Yeah.
To go against my own, or I don't know if it's going against my own theory or to say that I understand, show that I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with me for Ewoks. I don't hate Ewoks. I think they're, it's a little silly
I don't hate. It's a little silly how they look.
No, I think they look great. It's a little silly that cuddly bear creatures take down an empire, but that's Star Wars for you. That the unthinkable happens. And it's a very David and Goliath type theme that, a massive empire is so proud and so big that they get taken down by
these little cuddly bears.
Yeah, but those cuddly bears did show that they were smart and vicious, and their traps weren't dumb.
Yeah, like
so but there was a lot of people older than me and the generation above me were like, the worst thing about Return of the Jedi ruined Return of the Jedi, because
I think this type of stuff will always happen when there's a series that's so popular that it has diehard fans.
And I think
it always will.
Myself included, some of the worst fan base ever. It's so toxic.
Like I can say this for, like, I'll give an example. Avatar, right? People loved Avatar, but then when Legend,
which one?
The Last Airbender. No, Last Airbender.
Blue people.
No, Last Airbender. People loved the original series, right? But then when Korra came out, I think Korra's a pretty good show. It has amazing music. It has really good characters, really good plots, really interesting villains. But there were a lot of people who were like, "Oh, it's not as great as Avatar, so it sucks." Like, it just completely sucks, which is not true. But that's what happens when you have fans that are so connected to a series that they can't see change, or maybe they're afraid of change.
Yeah. Well, one concept I really don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to put myself in other people's feet, shoes. I'm trying to put myself in other people's feet. That's kind of weird. Is that I've talked about this on the channel a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of the new trilogy, the sequel trilogy, right?
Are there? I think the production value is great, but the story is
Lacking.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get into that. Does that ruin Star Wars for me? No.
Yeah, exactly.
How can something
After
ruin
Yeah.
something before?
Yeah, it can't. But
And I'm
unless it's like a story, right? So that the
If they
previous story.
if they retcon something that happens in the past, which they actually did. Palpatine came back.
like what I'm thinking of. I have not, and I haven't seen this Game of Thrones. Like I've literally just heard negative stuff about. And I'm talking about online. I've just heard negative stuff about season 8 and how it ruined the entire show.
Which is
right. That's what people are saying. I haven't seen it. And people say that's ruined the show.
And let me get into some of that psychology of that, right? It's, I don't say psychology, but where they're coming from. A lot of people are saying that, well, I came on this journey, I trusted you to take me on this journey, and then you kind of betrayed me or changed it up on me. So I feel
obligated to not like it anymore.
No, I feel betrayed almost that.
Oh, okay.
I gave my time to you. And
this
then you
is
let
how
me down.
I feel I heard that apparently they were gearing up for like Disney or something. They were like making the new Star Wars.
Wait, what? Who?
Like the people who made Game of Thrones they had another project coming up. So they were just like cutting Game of Thrones short to start on that.
I don't know how true that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard about that.
They also lost that contract.
They did?
Because they took another deal with Netflix. And then Disney's like, whoa, hold on. If you're going to be developing stuff for Netflix, we want your undivided attention for Star Wars. So then they walked away. Anywho, back to the people who...
Kazim. Hey Kazim, do you know how big the build is? Yes, 1,300 pieces. There's 10 bags.
Like 17 inches in, I don't know the diameter, but...
I would say this
width.
is about half of it. So...
No, actually, I've seen it in person. It's not that much bigger.
Oh, okay. So we pretty much built a huge chunk of the base.
Yes.
Alright,
Planet Earth is asking, did you buy a Jar Jar action figure? You know I did. And I'm sure you did too.
So that means that you didn't have any problems with Jar Jar.
No, seriously, I don't get why people... You are totally showing what society's going through. It's like you hate something, you love something. I'm saying I'm in the middle. I didn't love him, I didn't hate him. It's just, he was a middle-of-the-road character that I would never think about as a favorite character.
And you would think like a standard character as a favorite character, like
a
Obi-Wan
hero, right?
Kenobi.
Like a typical adventure, Greek mythology, right? You end up liking people like the hero, or the people like the antagonist, or the love interest, or the sidekick.
Like Robin.
Like Robin.
Yeah.
For Phantom Menace, is like, was Jar Jar even a side character? No, he was the comic relief.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is like I don't hate him. I do not hate him
because of the controversy around him. People started, they're
so
like he's a Sith Lord.
People, oh no, so that was because
of what he did. He did.
Kind of like.
But it's a theory again.
It's a hilarious theory. You should look it up. It is so awesome. I am so low. What number am I on? You're just piling on pieces for me, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
No, I'm not. None of these are yours. I'm
Where
trying
did
to.
these go?
56.
56?
No, I'm on 56. I've given you 55.
No. Crap. I need a few more pieces for
50. Which ones?
The one piece hook.
The yeah. Which one did you need?
This piece again.
Oh, the little hook.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Even though you only need one.
Yeah.
But I thought you already.
This one's from the previous.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, and these are this is the next batch.
Anywho, I'm saying it again, Kumail.
Yeah.
I do not hate Jar Jar, nor do I love him. I just had a Lord of the Rings line go through my head.
You don't hate Jar Jar, you don't love him.
No, like people hate him, or people love him.
Well, no,
I'm
you
just
can
like-
be in the middle. Like
That's where
like,
I'm trying to live.
I'm literally
Do not say the middle. 'cause
75%. 75%.
Where on the
towards
spectrum do you fall?
Yeah, 75% towards the side that love him.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's in the middle of. It's in
But
the
that
middle of
75%
middle.
is strong enough to make him your favorite character.
Just because he was funny.
Okay. No,
That's
you're
literally-
totally allowed to. All I'm saying is just like.
Well, you're
I'm
just
so-
like, oh, how is he your favorite character? How could you do this to me?
Oh no, I don't care. You have every right to love or hate every character. It's so fascinating to me that I'm finally meeting someone who's willing to admit that's.
What about your
they've-
own niece and nephew?
They've never told me.
Okay.
They've never told me until today.
That they like Jar Jar.
At least you didn't say like Rick Oli.
No. No. You know, Mace Windu is an interesting character too.
I think he was underused.
Yeah, he was. He was.
really like.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be a mean black dude who's gonna sit there upset. It's like
No.
there's so
he's-
much more to
yeah,
you.
And he has a purple.
In the movies, they used him a lot more in Clone Wars.
And having a purple lightsaber opens up doors because a purple lightsaber is for those who have like a certain who like they have a certain temperament, right? Or
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
They're like they match their lightsaber pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I feel like it's. Yeah, I'm definitely not missing a. Do you think it's in? Nope.
We are building extremely slow today. It's all good.
That's because we're
Conversation's
talking.
great.
Yeah. Right here.
Gosh, if N says, love the new layout or new set layout.
Thank you. We love it as well.
And we've been planning on this
Yeah.
for a while, and we finally were able to execute on it.
And hopefully it's it makes our set look better and more aesthetically pleasing. These two.
I don't know why I'm like veering off that way.
You know what this
Just-
this
doing-
conversation is reminding me of the soundtrack. I hope I don't butcher the name. The Duel of the Fates.
Duel of the Fates. Yes.
Yeah, the one where Obi-Wan Kenobi and they're fighting.
Crossbow?
Yep. That was such a great scene.
Yes.
I think that's like one of the most iconic scenes for me.
I agree. And it, for me, also begs the question, like, just because of that scene, how can you hate the prequels? Not you, obviously, but other people out there who hate it.
And then
Like, once again, like, okay, so this kind of goes to, I'm going to go on a quick rant / tangential point. How can you hate on entertainment? Like, you have a choice to walk away from it.
well, okay.
Like, literally, like,
I'm gonna bring up the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie.
okay. Oh, the movie.
Right? Like
Okay.
it's entertainment. It's
I'm not going to
media.
say I hate it. It is
Well-
a god-awful movie.
So you
It's not
hate it.
hate.
No, even I don't like it.
Maybe I'm thinking of the word hate too literally,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? It's like, wow, you hate. Like, you know, like
Yeah, it's really
Darth Maul hates
yeah,
the
it's,
Jedi hate.
It's really not. It's really not. I don't know.
It's a horrible
what,
movie, but I'm like, I'm done. I watched it. It was horrendous.
I don't know what M Night. I don't know what
Yeah.
he was thinking. Like
Or
when
the
he was,
studio,
yeah.
or I don't know who.
How did the
was an
investors and
awful
producers
movie.
approve of this?
Yeah, that was an awful, awful movie. However,
I feel like it's one of the that's like universally agreed upon. That's one of the most awful movies ever made.
I agree. We
Like
are-
not even adaptation, just straight movie.
Yes.
Like it's horrible. Like there's some that are like as an adaptation, like a standalone, they're good, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just bad.
Yeah, but this
it's
is
just
one of
terrible.
those, like, middle of the movie, you're like, not even like 15 minutes into the movie, you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
this is not happening.
Yeah, I know.
No, please, God, no.
Their jokes and their comedy was so offbeat.
Was there any?
Yeah, like it was so. I know in the original series, comedy is a big part of the character development.
Yeah.
But
a
here
kid
it's
show.
so But here it's so.
one of those problems that a lot of these series, and this is why the MCU is successful, they know when to not take themselves seriously. Or how to say it oppositely,
Like Infinity War.
how to take
Yep.
themselves lightly.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
They had like Fortnite show up in
Fortnite.
yeah, they had it show up in Infinity War.
Oh,
or
yeah, Endgame, yeah, that's right.
and then when Captain America, he's like he like knocks himself out in the elevator, and he's looking at his
Yeah, that's America's.
yeah, like
I say that about my kids.
like I think that's like good when they're not taking
Yeah.
themselves too seriously.
I think I get it. The DC universe is darker, and their themes are a lot more darker.
But okay,
But
like they have
I-
not done a they've not
I
in
think-
my opinion they've not done a good job with
Anything.
a lot of their with anything. Superman, Man of Steel was all right. I think
I just rewatched it recently. I'm like, what's
it
going
was
on?
not too bad. I
not
don't
too
think
bad,
it's too
but, like,
bad.
not much-
Like I can't hate on it. But like I really don't like Justice League or Suicide Squad or what was
Which-
it? Batman versus Superman.
Suicide
that was
Squad wasn't good, but I actually enjoyed it.
really Suicide Squad.
I think I told you, like,
I don't like Jared Leto as the Joker. I'm sorry, I just don't. And I know that again
he
they're
was
making
also just
another.
not used.
You know they're making another DC like with Zack Snyder. They're making another.
They're redoing the
and
Justice League.
Jared Leto
Just
is
got casted.
yeah again.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel. For me, it's always gonna be Heath Ledger. I don't know, Joaquin Phoenix was a really good Joker too.
Phoenix was
Joaq-
amazing.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was so good. I know that he started going a bit crazy on set as well.
Like literally, or he was just
No,
on
like literally,
purpose?
no, like literally, like playing the character was creating problems for him, which I've heard was the same for Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
He was, but I guess playing Joker has its toll on people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix did such a good job.
Anyways, going back to like what we're talking about, like taking stuff too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when these universes, these franchises,
Oh, which one are you on?
59.
Okay. Yeah, you were saying?
I need the magnifying glass. thingy. Oh, is that not a silver? It's not.
It's like a silver,
I thought I saw it. Anyway, yeah, these franchises, when they know how to balance comedy, seriousness, like when it's serious but they're not taking themselves too seriously, is good. What else?
and yeah, and it's just that DC just didn't do that, as much as Marvel did.
I think the Star Wars sequels try to balance comedy and seriousness, but they did them in the wrong order. Like that last fight when you have like 1,000 and a million Star Destroyers show up, right? It's like, whoa, you're taking yourself way too seriously.
Yep.
All in a
Mhm.
perfect, amazing line, breaking out of the ice.
Yeah.
It's just like, nope, you've lost me now. And then the comedy that they do have, like in the beginning when they're jumping through light speed and end up in a monster, they end up on a different planet, this and that's, like, that's a little too slapstick funny, because it's like, it's not like, comedy should come from characters, not from environments, to me.
That
Like
yeah.
when Captain America says about his own butt, it's coming from the character
Yeah.
and the situation that he's in.
And yeah, and it just provides for like good comedic relief.
Yeah.
Are we missing a bag?
Are we?
Because I like literally all these pieces. Are you done with 59?
No, I'm still waiting for that silver piece.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking for,
I
and
thought I saw it.
I
What bag are we on to?
yeah, we're on back 2. I literally cannot find it. And there's nothing. I've already checked. There's nothing in those bags.
Bring it up again. Maybe they drop out of the bag. There it is. Right under your nose, sir.
Is it clear?
No, it's
It's
silver.
not clear.
Silver.
They have it upside down. I wish they showed them the little knob thing. And you already have. Yeah, you have this. The
Yeah.
cup.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, you were saying?
I don't know. I lost my momentum.
You were talking about we were talking about how like comedic relief and how Marvel's done such a great job. DC, so the thing with Marvel is that their success is because of I think it's literally because of character development over a long period of time. Like Justice League didn't have individual character movies come out like before Justice League, but Marvel did, right? They started with Iron Man, they had Hulk, Captain America, Thor. They had all these individual movies.
They had their phases that build up to Avengers.
And then it all came into Avengers, and the first Avengers was amazing. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
So that's what they, like, I'm not sure if they planned this out or not. Maybe they did, but they did such a good.
I'm definitely assuming they planned it out.
Yeah.
There's no way you can execute on. Oh,
Execute that well.
crud!
What happened?
I'm about to break everything.
Break what? Oh. You're gonna have to stand up and lift.
Oh no! There we go. All right.
Okay. I think they did. I think they did such a good job with their character development and sort of personalizing the audience with each individual character, so that when they came together, you could feel or you could understand each character. And then, of course, they made all the Avengers movies really great, and then and Infinity War and Endgame.
So the other thing that is, can I get two gray ones?
The
Two
thin?
metal? Yeah. The other thing that really
what?
you got to know every character on an individual level and what they stood for and what quote unquote ticked them or made them tick.
Yeah. And then you got to know them all together
as a team.
Yeah.
So when Iron Man says, "I am Iron Man" for the second time, 10 years for us, 14 years in the universe timeline, it hits home so deep. Versus when, I'm going to go there, man. When
what universe are you referring to?
DC, when Batman says Martha or whatever, you're like, really? Because only 30 minutes ago you told me about Martha. 30 minutes now is the payoff? Like, that's a little too quickly.
No. Their payoff was literally like
20 minutes later.
People grew up with Marvel, right? This
and DC.
universe.
I grew up with DC a lot more.
But these movies and the Justice League.
Oh, I mean,
that
yeah,
type
I'm
of
talking
stuff.
about, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying Marvel as in the MCU.
Yeah.
People grew up with that stuff, and that's why I think the payoff was so massive.
Anywho, how do you feel? How does the audience feel? How does everyone feel about one of Kumail's excellent tellings of a horror story?
I'm in the mood to tell a story.
You are?
I think it's on.
What?
I'm gonna have to. I think it's on my phone. I'm gonna have to hand it out.
I was like, what was that?
No.
That way I'll let you tell the story. I will power through this bag.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So
remember, channel your inner Morgan Freeman.
I'll try, even though I don't have that deep of a voice. So these are stories from Ed and Lorraine Warren. They were Conjuring 2.
They're actually, even more importantly, real people.
Yeah, exactly. And all these stories are from their books. They had some books about their adventures and about their exorcisms. So these are some of the stories from. Wait, where is it? Okay, so the first one is the Annabelle doll. I think we all are extremely familiar with Annabelle. I don't know how much you are familiar with Annabelle.
All I know
because you haven't seen Conjuring 1 or Conjuring 2. So
creepy little doll.
Yep, and in real life it doesn't actually look that scary. It's like a rag doll, but in the movies it's horrifying.
Oh, that is not cool.
It's horrifying. So most horror enthusiasts know the super creepy Annabelle doll in the Conjuring universe, which is so frighteningly lucrative that it landed 3 spin-off films. Yep, Annabelle Creation, and Annabelle Comes Home. and it's also in Conjuring 1 and 2. The real Annabelle doll was innocent-looking rag doll that for years sat in the Warrens' now
Boy
closed
88,
occult
what's
museum.
up? Welcome. It's alright. We're letting Kumail tell we're
horror-
continuing a little bit of the horror theme.
Yeah.
We dive deep into some Star Wars nerdism.
But now we've kind of surfaced again. So this doll sat for years in the Warrens' now closed occult theme, which is really weird. This occult museum is in their house. It's a big room in their house, which they say a priest comes every week to bless.
Would you?
No.
What?
Have a museum like that in the house?
Would you stay there for one night?
No.
Right?
No, I wouldn't even come out. I don't think
I would be able to sleep.
No, we literally would not come out.
What do you mean?
They would I think I'd die in there.
Oh, okay.
That I don't know how they can keep. I understand they don't want some of these possessed items and stuff to be out in the world. But keeping it in your house, I don't know. Maybe you could have like an external.
Their faith is so strong that they're taking one for the team. And when I say team, I mean humanity.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the guts to take that one. It's apparently called the occult. I know it's in it's in Virginia, I think, West Virginia, somewhere in the middle of America. The story begins in 1970
Virginia
when
is actually not in the middle of America; it's on the East Coast.
Well, and I don't know if it's Virginia then. It's somewhere in the middle. Okay. The story begins in 1970 when a mother bought the doll at a hobby shop with her daughter, a nurse. I don't know why they were selling this doll, but they were. Things got weird fast when the doll levitated and moved around. People were convinced that it tried to strangle them by means of dreams and necklaces. Okay, so it would... Okay. The Warrens came in and determined that the toy was possessed by an inhumane demonic spirit, locking it up in their museum with ritualistic prayers soon after. We'll be sticking with our mass-produced Barbies. That's what it says at the end. Barbies,
Scare you?
well, they're dolls. I've never heard of a story of like a Barbie or something being haunted or anything. But more Halloween inspiration. What is going on here? Okay. The next one is the Perrin family. And
so sorry, I'm just gonna cut you off for a second. Lego Boy 88 is saying I don't have this Falcon because I have the white Solo one. Have you seen the white Millennium Falcon that they have from the Solo movie? Very similar in size and design.
No, it's just going forward to.
Oh,
No, it's not. No.
It's tripping out right now.
No, it's going forward.
Sorry.
So I don't have this Falcon because I have the white Solo one. I don't know.
Yeah, look it up. So
don't know
it's the white one from.
Which one?
That's the Solo movie.
What's it called?
Solo.
No. What's the set called?
Millennium Falcon, I believe. It's very similar. A lot of people hated on this one because they said it's that Falcon, a little different, just colored differently. Because
Oh, okay. This one.
you've seen the movie Solo, right?
Yeah.
So it's that.
Okay.
Gen 1.
Yeah. Not the most iconic one, right? The most iconic one's the gray one.
I think so.
The Millennium Falcon. I would say the most famous ship from Star Wars, right?
That or the X-Wing.
The X-Wing, there's also... That is true. The Star Destroyer? That's a pretty big one.
Alright, so Lego Boy 88 is asking us to kind of reveal a little bit of our secret. Is the bricks behind you real or fake?
Which one?
The brick wall.
Which one?
Behind us. Oh, wait. So
Which one?
yeah, so...
Please let us know which one you're referring to. Either the one behind me or the one behind him.
Or the one behind us.
Yep.
So, but no, in all seriousness, yeah, these are all fake. You won't find a home in California with brick walls because we have earthquakes, and
that's not the best setup for that.
It'll come crumbling down on us. We made faux walls to kind of give it a little bit of a brick vibe and
aesthetic.
Also,
right?
Hopefully, you would not find a home with 3 different types of bricks in one room. That would be really weird.
Oh yeah. Although that would be as people of nowadays would say, like an
Artistic.
artistic style,
Everything
minimalism.
is- yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's not minimalism. That's like multi.
Okay, so the next one I wanna talk about is the Perrin family, which is from the first Conjuring, which you haven't seen, which you have to see.
Which I won't see.
Which you will like. We should make you watch that one. It's good. It is scary. Like there's no like. It's not like I would say that's scarier than Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
Again, it's a really good movie. It's not a series, so it doesn't take too long to watch, but it's pretty good. It might give you some nightmares after though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They definitely.
Yeah. So the case of the Perrin family became the basis for the James Wan film that started it all, 2013's The Conjuring. In 1971, Roger and Carol Perrin had moved into an 18th century Rhode Island farmhouse with their 5 daughters, which they apparently got on auction. They never looked at the history of the house or anything like that. I think you always should look at the history of the house before you move into an old one. What do you think about that?
Say it again.
I think you should always look at the history of the house because that's public
Totally.
information. Before you move in, there's no murders, nothing like that happened there.
No weird mojo happening.
Oh yeah. So they claim that spirits from 8 generations of one family lived in the house. 8 generations.
Oh, spirits of 8 generations.
Yeah, like all of them.
That's one busy house.
Yeah. Including a tall woman whose head was 8 including a tall woman whose head was 8 generations of one family. Whose head? She was the head of the 8 generations.
Oh, I think we're talking about a head. Like,
No. I think she was the head, like the head ghost.
like the patriarch.
Yeah, she was the president. In 1973, the demonologist dropped by to help the parents investigate the house. So, yep, they came through. This is where the movie starts. According to Andrea Perrin, one of the daughters, there was 8 generations of one family in which her mother spoke in a strange language and started levitating in a chair. The parents lived in the house for 7 more years. Why would you do that?
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
No, you don't gotta do what you got. Like in this case, like come on, you can move out. Like this scary house that's from the 18th century.
What if that's the only house they could afford? Have you ever thought about that though? Like I'm sure there's a lot of properties out there that are so cheap because they're haunted, and people are like, well, no one's gonna buy it, so let's just drop the price, and some idiot's gonna buy it.
And
then
like
we'll make a
that
movie out
idiot
of
is
it.
never gonna like
We'll make a movie about it.
yeah like but that idiot, they're never gonna look into the history of the house, figure out. Isn't the owner or the person selling the house obligated to tell you any past incidents, murders or deaths or anything like that?
Depending where you live and what the incident was. It's different in
every state?
Yeah, and what the incident is or was.
Yeah. So like a normal,
snap.
like a normal death would probably not be. Yeah, but they lived in that house for 7 more years. I don't think
Like-
I'd be able to. I don't think I'd be able to stick that one through and try to live there for 7 more years. Every night you got something rattling, something shaking. I think we were talking about the house in Haunting of Hill House, the statues.
Oh God.
How they have statues and random. Why would you?
Why would you have statues?
And those such freaky looking ones. But you get up in the middle of the night to go drink water, and there's one just peeking around the corner.
I'm just like, oh, I'm good, man. I'll die of dehydration.
which one are you on?
77.
77.
I'm good.
You have 77?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 78. Yeah, so it's like, I think I'm just gonna stay dehydrated for the rest of the night. So Lego Boy says I gotta go have a good stream. Hey, thank you for stopping
really
by.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, come again next stream. I think part 2 of the Millennium Falcon. Star Wars went too scary. I think she's going to say wasn't too scary.
No, we went from Star Wars to scary.
Star Wars went to yep. That's what we talked about in the beginning, though, that our conversations generally jump around.
Should we go back to Star Wars?
What should we talk about from Star Wars?
There's
what's your favorite armor?
Armor. Ooh.
And actually shoot, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I wanna say Mandalorian.
I do too, but
like there's some good ones.
I
Good
mean the
armor.
classic plain
Stormtrooper?
white stormtrooper is so beautiful still. Armor.
Who's the leader of the stormtrooper who has
Captain
silver?
Phasma?
She has silver armor.
Yeah, Captain Phasma.
Yeah, she looks awesome. I really like her.
Okay,
armor.
so that's another
Which
reason
one?
why I'm frustrated with the trilogy.
Because of what? Like
She was not used at all.
Oh, that is
over
true.
2 movies.
That is true.
It's like, holy shoot, Batman.
I
right?
Okay,
It's just
well.
like
holy shoot, Batman. What?
the old Robin would always say that. Like, holy
Shoot,
moly, Batman. Holy cow.
Yeah. You just she was very underused.
And they marketed the crap out of her when they were first
Yeah.
showing Force Awakens stuff. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, a silver.
Yeah.
I need to be her.
And now she's like, oh, like what was it? I feel like I saw her in very few scenes, like
Yeah.
2 or 3.
And not only that, she was using like the worst way possible. Like, okay, well, Finn's gonna throw her down a dumpster.
Yeah, and she's gonna like show up.
It's just
Yeah, it was such a weird scene.
like,
I remember that.
What's the word for that when they do that in movies? When they don't care about someone's death or disposable.
Disposable character?
Yeah. What's the
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't. I don't know the word, but do you have 2 of the mini tubes? The things that like grip the. Yeah, you do. Okay, and then you were saying.
I'm blanking on words again.
But yeah, I know what you mean, where the character can just be like tossed around and.
Yeah, and like, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming out. Anyways, I'll figure it out. But she was one of those where it's just like unceremoniously, you know, like you ever seen a movie the movie that's coming to my mind is Suicide Squad, where one of the characters is just like when they're walking away from a group of people, but they're walking that way, but they're walking and like looking at a group, and they're not looking where they're walking, and you know that something's about to happen to them, and they get killed off, or like, you know, in mid-sentence someone's killed off, and like, so in movies that's called someone being killed off unceremoniously.
Okay.
Where it's just like the director kind of like just made fun of them, like, look how stupid they are, they got killed off.
They just got
So
taken out.
right,
Yeah.
versus like, you know, this is gonna get weird and dark, but if that was like a loved one, right, it would still hurt like crazy. Or if it was it was like a loved one,
Oh yeah.
or if it was a really big character, right?
Yeah, it was.
Like deaths of a big character or a big villain are very ceremonious in terms of cinema.
Yeah.
Right? Like slow motion, big explosion,
Sad music.
sadness.
Maybe like an iconic dialogue.
Yeah, or if it's an
two.
Indian movie, they'll die 18 times before they actually die.
And the camera will zoom in like 18 times.
Eyes are red and bloodshot and like quivering.
And sometimes there's
And
crazy.
they die and they
physics
come back to
going
life
on.
just to die again. Yeah, so unceremoniously it's
Yeah.
just like boom, like unexpected, and kind of almost like they're kind of making fun of it or trying to be a little raw about it. What I'm trying to say this entire time is that I felt like the stuff they did with Captain Phasma was very unceremonious. Like, okay, she got captured by Finn and Han Solo, and hey man, should we not these two, but these two, should we throw her down the
The
garbage chute?
The garbage chute.
It's like, that's so unceremonious.
And she can throw down the
And then she had a little better action scene in number 2, Last Jedi.
Yeah.
But then that was it. After that
And-
scene, she was done.
Yep.
Donezo.
And like I thought, like she was a pretty cool character.
Yeah.
And her armor looked great. So
Or
anyway,
back to your question.
back to armor. What was your favorite arm? You know, my favorite helmet like is either Darth Vader's or the TIE Fighter. I really like TIE Fighter helmets.
Especially that
But Darth Vader,
that
so
Lego set, so gorgeous.
Yeah, that's my favorite head. Iron Man one looks good too, but the TIE Fighter one looks amazing. Especially the 2 tubes. I don't know why, it just looks nice.
It's really well designed.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, do you have any? Okay, what are your contenders for best armor?
I'm trying to figure out like how do you define armor? Like
Literally, like some bodysuit or like pieces
or like
of
or are
armor
we
that
talking
they'd wear.
costume?
No, not costume.
Armor.
Armor, as in they'd use it for fighting or war. And like Jedi surprisingly don't use that much armor.
Yeah, that's how.
Kind of weird,
Like
honestly.
I do really like the Jedi attire.
But like they
That's
don't
not
use,
armor. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they don't like. Do they just not care that they're just like, we might get shot by a, like a stormtrooper might shoot us.
I
We
think
should
it's
have
more
some
like
protection on us, right? No.
Overconfident that we won't get shot.
I feel like that happens. So I'm gonna bring up a weird analogy, but
here we go.
this type of stuff happens a lot in anime too, where the character like they're literally not wearing anything, or they're just wearing normal clothes, and they're somehow going through crazy action scenes, like as if they're not gonna get hit. A lot of people say that main characters like these are stuck in not stuck, but they have plot armor.
Yeah.
They just won't.
I've never heard of that, but I totally get what you mean.
They will. They have plot armor. The plot literally won't allow them to die because they're the main
Yeah.
character. Probably most of the Jedis.
And that's what made Game of Thrones brilliant.
No plot armor. Everyone could just die. At any moment.
Anyways.
And then as people say, season 8 brought that all down. I don't know. Like I can understand how the previous seasons would still be great in their own regard, right? But how do you feel about season 8 then?
Okay.
On itself.
Here's a good analogy for me.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport that I know about?
Oh, probably like soccer.
Shoot.
You don't know about soccer?
No, like I don't know the details. Like Man City won last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So if they suck this year, does that take away from that championship?
No.
Right?
No. Yeah. No.
That was an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's in history, set in
Yeah.
stone. It might upset you that within 2 years they went from the
highest
pinnacle,
to the lowest. Yeah.
but that doesn't mean Man City's
is bad.
legacy is.
Yeah.
That's
Their legacy. Maybe the way they're playing currently is bad, but their legacy is not bad. Which are you on?
oh man, I don't know. I ruined my instructions. I think I hit it with my elbow and just jumped a bunch of pages.
Not after 2 years. I don't understand what you mean.
I think she's probably asking like, get me to watch Conjuring, but not after 2 years.
Not after 2 years.
Yeah, that's not happening, guys.
It has to happen one day, and she will agree with me on that as well.
Okay, we are super slow today.
Which one are you on?
99.
99. I think to help this build, power play soon would be
Camera went down.
right.
I'm liking the conversation. I think people are enjoying it. Let's try to keep it non-power play. But we just have to. Whoa. Oh, that just fluctuated. The Bricks Bros logo.
Wow. Does something shake?
I think so. Okay, good to know.
Which one are you on?
100. 100. I already got 100, so I'm on 101.
Yeah.
So then,
So with I think, well, I have not seen Game of Thrones, so I can't speak.
Favorite
I
armor?
can't speak on any scenes.
I'm gonna go back to your question. Favorite armor? Darth Vader.
Really?
It's
Vader.
a nice blend of.
Palpatine? No, he doesn't really
He just
wear
wears robes.
Yeah. Palpatine is a really cool character though. His especially in have you played the Lego Star Wars games?
Yeah,
They're
I
so
have.
good.
Yeah.
And
I can't wait till they're releasing all 9 of them.
Really?
Yeah, as like.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah,
I remember
they're
playing it on PS2. It was
Oh
like,
wow.
is it? Yeah, and
So was the Harry Potter ones and then Lord of the Rings ones. All the Lego games are great.
And I remember I really used to like Lego Indiana Jones.
Oh, that was
fun,
so
yeah.
good.
Lego
I
Indiana
forgot
Jones,
about that.
Lego Indiana Jones was so fun. They did a really good job with those. I don't know about some of the recent ones how they play. I've only just played the OG
I know
ones.
Zara and Gazim have played Marvel.
The what?
Marvel ones. So you get to pick your.
Oh, okay. I haven't played those.
Those were
Didn't
those were good too.
Yeah, my favorite would definitely be the OG Star Wars ones. They were so much fun. Just you could like run around the cantina. You could go in.
They were on
You could set your
sale
character.
for the Switch.
The OG
Yeah.
ones. Really?
For like the Harry Potter ones
Yeah.
were. So I bought years 1 through 4 and then 5 through 7. And it was like $5 each or something. Yeah, it was like some massive sale a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't have time to play it right now, but I know one
Which
day
one
I
are
will.
you on?
104.
Okay.
One of these days I'll sit down and play that.
Yeah.
How's our audience doing? Check in with them.
Love the merch, by the way. Wearing my own right now.
All
I am
right.
the only one wearing merch right now.
So Zahra and Gazim got their own little Bricks Bros shirts.
They got like Star Wars ones too, right?
A Star Wars themed one, a Harry Potter themed one.
Ooh.
I think we can open that up to the audience soon, but maybe in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
We're still trying to need to grow our
channel.
grow
our streams and channels and everything.
How are we doing on Twitch right now?
I think it's the same. Yep, the same.
Anda?
Yep.
No problem.
Anda.
That's it. I quit.
You quit?
This has got to be the slowest we've ever built. Ever.
She said I got the Harry Potter one. She was wearing the Harry Potter one. That's nice. That's
I like
good.
that one.
I like the character styling. Where the font is really cool. I like the font.
Typography
Yeah.
is
I wonder why like spooky typography and scary and like mage wizard type typography is always very sharp letters and very the letters are very offbeat. They're not centered. They're very sharp and they're not wavy at all. They're very like jagged almost. I wonder.
Sharp angles.
Yeah, I wonder how that became the
norm.
the norm. Yeah, like how it became like the go-to or standard. Do you think Harry Potter sort of popularized it in a way?
Probably. Because the whatchamacallums.
Whatchamacallums?
Yeah, the whatchamacallums.
Yeah. The four.
The font was made for the books originally. It's not like a movie thing that, it was when the books first came out. It was in that font.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as
That's
far as I
pretty cool.
remember.
So do you think that popularized that font?
Oh snap! Here we go. Check this out. I do the clickingness here.
Mhm.
Oh, and I broke something. That's not good.
Is this gonna be one of those builds where things are breaking?
It shouldn't. It might be.
It's not. Is it snapped up? Where does it go?
Oh, you rude! You did it. Oh. Boom.
Right. Boom. So
Got half the engine.
it's pretty.
Or thrusters.
This is gonna be a pretty decent sized Lego. That's pretty cool.
She's
Yeah.
got like one of the best shirts.
Yeah, she does. I think that is one of the best shirts actually. These are
Extras.
these are all extras. And we got our Chewbacca. Apparently the actor for Chewbacca was like a really like he was pretty famous. He was like a really tall old man.
That's
I-
not nice.
How's that not nice?
Jeez.
I'm just stating his
Calling
age.
him an old man.
What else is he? Can't call him a baby. You want me to call him a baby?
Elderly gentleman.
Okay, he was an elderly gentleman. Elderly gentleman. And didn't he like pass away like some time
Yeah, he
ago?
did. A year or two ago, I want to say.
Oh, so it's not. It wasn't even that long ago.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
It's been like 3-4 years since Carrie Fisher died. Leia.
And then didn't they like CGI her in in
Rogue One.
yeah, which kind of sucks that she like have like some complications on a plane.
Yeah.
And then
a heart attack.
Yeah. That's pretty, but you know, that's life, right? Life goes on. Can't. Oh no. Oh man. I have to do some sticker situations. Can I get I need the circle. I need this.
Wait, you're on the wrong piece.
No, I'm not.
You don't want to do 114 first?
It's different, but yeah, okay.
Just wondering.
Left it perfectly. And then you have your little bench. I wonder how close the interior is to the actual Millennium Falcon from the movie. Right off to the side. 1, 2, 3, and 1 down.
I don't know about you. My legs are going to sleep.
Why?
I don't know.
Mine are not. They're going to like. Is it the way you're sitting?
I'm sitting on both cheeks, if you must know, evenly.
So then your legs.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens is like your thighs, if they start compressing, it's your blood flow stops.
Yeah. Ooh.
We have switched the conversation to. You know when you get on planes and they tell you during long flights you should like rotate your leg. I mean like stretch out your legs and stuff like. They sometimes have that stuff. I wonder what this is.
You want the honors?
Of the what? The sticker?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Do you want? You can do that.
Sure.
Otherwise, if I do it,
I don't
If
mind.
I-
I hate them. That's all.
you don't like them at all.
But
Yeah, me neither.
from a business point of view, they make total sense. It's so much cheaper and easier to just print a bunch of stickers
And
instead of
just
printing them onto
yeah.
a piece, and then you have a custom piece. Oh, snap.
Well, that sticker application was pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Right. So so going back, your favorite armor would be Darth Vader.
I think so, because it's a mix of a bad guy, obviously, but like very
Good guy and bad
minimalistic
guy?
samurai.
That is true. A minimalistic Well,
'Cause a samurai gets a little bulkier,
yeah.
and lets in a lot of, like, you can see maybe the eyes or the neck or something. This obviously you can't see anything of the person behind.
Can I get the?
Yeah.
That's true.
However,
Yeah. That is true.
like, to me, that's like a nice incorporation of design.
Yeah.
Let's take a real world thing, but totally turn
Who
it.
who like designed him?
Not sure. Although I do know who did the
It was-
CAD work to make the suit possible.
Who?
My coworker.
Really?
Yeah, he did the CAD works could be machined or whatever, casted
Of course. So like.
for New Hope.
And so did you used to work?
No, he was part of the company that was outsourced to make the actual suit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's actually that's pretty cool.
When I grow up, I want to be able to I made
That
Thanos's
gauntlet.
glove. Yeah.
Or I made the Infinity Gauntlet. That was all possible because of me. If it wasn't me, you guys would never get this. Where's this supposed to go? Right here.
So 2 of them.
Yep.
Let me know if you're missing anything.
So far, no. Oh, one more of the. No, I have it. This is a really flat build, but it's really wide. I actually like. I wanted to build something that, because we've been building mostly tall things, but this one is really flat and it's wide. I'm not sure how it will show up on the lego-lapse though.
Yeah.
Especially since the angle is higher, right?
It is, so we can hopefully get some of that flatness.
Yeah. And the second one goes right.
Alright, so Planet Earth is saying Leia's armor when they go into the den of the huts sort of reminds me of the brain from Deep Space. Later season of Deep Space Nine. Oh, what's his name?
When they go into the den of the huts?
Yeah, when she's the bounty hunter. Oh, I'm blanking. My nerdiness is disappearing. I'm disappointed to myself.
Where does this go? It is, wow.
This was about to say Borat. Like, nope, no, it's not Borat.
Borat?
Borat?
Oh, okay.
It's not Borat. Oh.
Completely blanking?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. Because it's one of those, like, I need to know.
Where's this from? Is this another? I think this is.
Huh?
I don't see where this one goes.
Which number are you on?
I'm on number 117, but 116. It's not.
I might have given.
You might have given me 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can search it up if you.
Yeah.
If you can't.
I'm going to quickly do this one and then search it.
Yeah.
Come on, Planet Earth, help us out. What was the...
While holding the thermonuclear detonator.
Yep. Oh my god, this is bugging me. Alright.
It's bugging you that much? Leia bounty hunter? Is it Leia's bounty hunter or is it someone who's at
Bausch.
Bausch? Who is Bausch?
That's what she's dressed as, that.
Oh. Where? Oh, right at the. So, oh, okay. Bausch. That's an interesting word.
See, this is, we have such great conversations about Star Wars, and what gets me sad, really sad, is we don't get to have these conversations about Star Trek because we're not making Lego Star Trek until we design.
I don't know much about Star Trek.
I need you to
much as Star Wars.
I need to get you to watch Next Generation at least. And then
What about the movies?
movies are good too.
Have you seen all of them?
Yes, sir.
And what did you?
I tried to convince Planet Earth at one point that him and I need to do a podcast talking about every Next Generation episode.
Yep.
And go on the nerd level, go on the production level, and just go on the human level of why we like that episode or what we thought of the episode. He did not agree as far as I remember, but let's see what he says right now. Remember?
What?
Oh,
121. Yeah, I didn't get one of the pieces.
You've met Planet Earth Friday. He's got that energy that I totally lack and could use. So let's get back to why you like Jar Jar. No, I'm kidding.
Why I like Jar Jar?
Why you love Jar Jar as the best character, your
No.
favorite character in the history of characters of history of media, and
No. Who do you think would actually be like one of your favorite characters of all time? For me, that's a really difficult question.
like regardless of
Any universe, like I'm talking about like straight media entertainment.
Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek Next Generation. He's the type of like I want to grow up to be that type of man. And that's not a sexist comment. It's just like that is just one of those like, wow, that's how you're supposed to behave, and stand up for people and be a leader and just awesome.
Just be that type of person.
Yeah,
Is he the main person in Star Trek?
he's the captain in the Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh, okay.
There's Kirk before him, Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
He's
I feel like I've heard of Captain Kirk.
Yeah, he's a different style of character, but Jean-Luc Picard, it's like a man crush or a bromance for me. Those are some life goals for me. Well, Planet Earth, I'm still not gonna let you off the hook. Once you're done with your masters, I'll come knocking. Look, we've got the setup already. We just need your butt here, and we talk about Star Trek.
Yeah.
We'll change that to a different logo or something. I don't know.
Why you don't like that logo?
Well, it wouldn't fit for a Star Trek podcast. Oh, it doesn't have to be video though, so.
I would like if the logo was a symbol, right?
You know, I will
Like
say
you know how
it,
McDonald's is that M.
we've been having
M.
this fight. He's very passive aggressively telling me he doesn't like our logo, and I keep saying him, if he wants to design a logo or get one designed or find someone who knows how to design, I will pay for it.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah.
You just throw ideas out there
fine.
with no execution. If you have a really good graphics artist friend that you want to hire, let's do it.
Ooh.
Is that ooh that you know someone or ooh something in Lego?
No, that would be cool.
Oh.
Making a.
Okay, so
Yep.
so
And do these?
all right. So what about you? Favorite character
That's
of all time?
so difficult. Like I feel like I'm blanking on even some movies and TV shows. Favorite character of all time. That's for me. That's pretty difficult. Like
Second, Ted Lasso from Ted Lasso.
really,
You need to watch that. It's just
he's your favorite. He's your second favorite of all time.
when you watch it and you kind of realize what the world is going through right now.
But he's
and
not
what
a character,
what
though.
he is.
He's fake.
Yeah,
Ted Lasso's fake.
he's a character in the show Ted Lasso.
I thought like he was like a real person going to.
Oh no.
But like I thought it was like a documentary.
No.
type
This
style.
is a comedy fiction.
Oh, okay. I thought it. Okay. You just made it seem like it was real.
Sorry, no. It's all fake. But just what the world is going through and
He's
what
your
he-
second. That's
what
like.
he right now.
Damn.
Maybe after I give it something a long thought,
Yeah.
I'll probably come back to my senses and oh, actually, you know what?
No. Like. Who could be a I could say some contenders like.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, The
No,
Rock,
No.
Undertaker.
No, of course not. No.
Okay.
I didn't really. I like watched some WWE, but I didn't really like grow up with it or anything.
I did a little bit, and then
You watch some of it?
yeah, and then eventually just fell off.
I watched like a little bit of it, and like yeah, it was fun watching like them wrestle and John Cena and The Rock and all.
So I didn't watch John Cena.
And then I just watched whatever was coming on,
Yeah.
and then it was sometimes him, sometimes like other people, and there would always be like random drama going on, which would I guess make it pretty entertaining. Oh, that's wrong. The other way.
Chewbacca keeps hitting the ground.
Chewbacca.
Chewie. How do I get you to watch Star Trek?
I don't know. You tell me. Right now, I'm watching one of your recommendations,
Oh yes, you are.
and it's
That made me happy.
it's really I feel like a lot of these future cyberistic world concepts might have come from Ghost in the Shell. I think, or they might have taken inspiration, because it is pretty old, right? It's like what, 19. I'm not sure when that.
I think Ghost in the Shell
is 2000s.
Yeah, so
it's like
it's not that old.
but the movie is like 1995 or 4,
Yeah.
something like that. And I know the Matrix is based off of it, and Matrix took inspiration from it, and Animatrix, which I have not.
Yeah,
haven't
that was
seen.
kind of dumb.
It is.
Yeah. That was like
I haven't seen it.
them
so I
trying to be
don't- I
like,
don't-
oh, we're making our own.
They're like what?
We're making our own anime, and it wasn't anime.
Oh, it's animation. I thought it
part
was
anime. It's part computer graphics.
Oh,
it's
what?
Part 2D, part 3D. Like every episode or every story
Oh, that
is
isn't.
a different medium.
Yeah. I will say that Ghost in the Shell is pretty disturbing at times. There is some elements in there that it's like a cop story, right? Like pretty much a cop situation.
Crime
Yeah.
slash. Yeah.
Because it's basically like the Section 9, them working on their cases.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though, and I guess it sort of shows where humanity could be headed. Yeah, I guess it sort of shows where humanity could be headed in the future. If we want to cyberize people, or make.
Yeah, that's
that-
an interesting conversation.
Do you
'cause, like,
do you think that a person who has who's like has like cybernetics in them, or has like a robot arm, do you think that they're fully human or part human?
they'll always be fully human, right? can't-
You think they'll always be fully human? What
Unless-
counts as being human?
the choice of free will, right?
That counts as being human.
Theoretically, if the other side is to be programmed, you have
So
no
animals, are they
free will. Okay,
human?
they're not human, nor do they have the same type of free will in the
They
sense
do
that
have free will, but well, of course not the
it's
same
a very
level.
binary
Yeah.
free will, right?
But they do have
eat
free
or
will.
don't- Yeah.
They can choose what they want to do.
So it's not about, I guess, human. It's about being a sentient being, which Star Trek always talks about. What's sentient and what's not.
So, do you think that robots could be human? Like a human that's part robot could be
Sure,
considered human, or like
it's-
half human?
It's all about how you want to define the words you've come up with, right?
So this is what I think. I think that a human or a person is I think they're like a collection of memories, right? What makes up you is your experiences and your memories, right? Because that defines your personality.
so.
You don't think that's what makes you? Like that's because that's what defines your
Because you're
personality.
you're
and
boiling
your,
everything down to that. Everything about me is in the past. What about the now and the potential future?
but that's not. But the past is what makes you.
No, but the now is what makes the past as well. The now.
The past is what makes the past is what leads to the. There technically isn't a now.
Past doesn't lead anywhere. The past is behind you.
Yeah, but
You're leaving the past behind.
Technically, there is no now though. There is no present, because you're always transitioning from the past to the future. What does present mean?
between the two. Between
How can you be but you're always the transition. The
past
transition
has happened.
Yeah.
Past
The
tense.
future is
hasn't
gonna
come
it's
yet,
gonna happen.
So you're constantly in the present.
So the present is a transition between the past to the future.
Yeah, if you want to say it like that, sure.
So because the way I see it is that like humans are like your conscience, right? Like, let's say someone took your conscience and your brain, your experiences and your memories and put it into a robot. And that robot now will think, their mannerisms, everything will be exactly like you. Can you say that that's Atif then?
No.
Okay.
So there's one aspect, and this gets a little more into religious / spiritual sense.
Okay.
Where and what and how does the soul play into this? That
is true.
That
is
X
true.
factor
that is true.
We don't even know, does that even transfer with your brain or not, right?
Yep. Yeah,
And I'm not going to pretend like,
yeah.
So-and-so has the answer or
No.
so-and-so doesn't have the answer. It's just like that's what makes us at the end, is the soul.
Is our soul.
Yeah, or whatever the denomination that you want to tie yourself to, like whatever it's called in that, how does that tie into it? Memories is a data bank. If you want to say that our body is a machine.
Or like a vessel, sort of.
No, like your memories is a database. I mean, not a database, right?
Which is controlling your body.
Like, okay, like today, October 27th,
this is what, yeah.
From 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., these guys did this.
Yeah.
Memory put into the data bank. So yeah, Planet Earth was talking about Star Trek Next Generation Season 2, Episode 9, The Measure of a Man. I think we discussed this last time, where one of the characters, Data, is android, fully cybernetic, but is he allowed to...
Sorry, explain that again.
He's an android.
It's a person though.
That's the whole episode.
So he's an android. Does he have
100%,
memories?
100% created. It's not like he's got a brain transplant or anything.
So it's 100% created.
Okay. But he get his sentience is put on trial. That does he have
rights?
And like one of the scientists were like, no, he should be donated to my lab so I can further my research in cybernetics and in android creation. And Picard, my favorite character of all time in anything, fights for Data's rights.
I thought you said your favorite character was
Captain Jean-Luc Picard. So I'm saying Picard, who fought for Data's rights.
Picard is him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Picard is the captain.
Yeah.
Data is his second in command.
Oh, okay. And what was their
Data
consensus? What they
I'm
come
gonna
up
let you
with?
watch the episode.
Oh, okay.
It's a great episode, but that's the beauty of Star Trek. They talk about stuff that really hits home with
humanity
and human issues that we face today, but they might not be like humanity versus AI or humanity versus the character Data, like an android, but it's just like, okay, privacy versus big corporations. Very similar type of debate in today's society.
That's pretty...
Yeah, I think it's I'm sorry, dude, yeah. I wonder if we can get like a trigger, like a remote trigger. Yeah. Oh, it would be amazing.
Hey, it's Lucas. How are you? Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
We're building the Millennium Falcon, as it says in the title. And yeah, it's been a pretty interesting build so far. So we've created...
You might have missed out on some passionate debate about favorite characters /
Yep.
someone's reaction to being surprised. That's all.
So these are the engines, right?
I believe so. All right, bag 4.
Bag 4, second to last bag. All right.
For today.
We never
That's okay.
previous ones. I'll just. You don't wanna. No.
No.
Ooh,
Alright.
2 bags. 2. Going good. I've always wanted that set for a while. Yeah. This is a pretty relaxed build, actually.
Yeah.
You don't have to focus too much, which is good. You can sort of go.
Although
on
you read
autopilot
online that it might come back and bite you in the butt. If you
there are some pieces. I am noticing there's a lot of small bags, which means small pieces. And there's a lot of these. All right.
Landers cape. I got it. Oh wait, there's 2? What? Get out of here. Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Oh, sorry. No, I'm confused. That's all.
Bag 4. All right. Lando looking good, but he's looking very colorful actually with his yellow shirt.
Tunic.
Yep.
And
brown pants, blue cape or blue from the inside, and white. What didn't you guys have a word for it where you have black and gray hair? Silver fox or whatever.
I didn't have that word. My wife had that.
Yeah,
word.
that's what you guys told me.
I was gonna say salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
That's what they call people with.
Black and white.
Then what does silver fox mean? There's just someone
silver fox.
Oh, acha. Is
Yeah.
that supposed to be in a pleasant connotation?
Yes, definitely
Acha.
pleasant.
Very good.
I mean, if it's not a pleasant
Then what
connotation,
is
it's like old man.
Oh.
It's very direct. Billy D. Can I get his guns and whatnot?
Yeah, I know. That's one gun
And
and a stick, right?
yeah, I feel like we used that for the elevator on the haunted house.
The stick?
No, not the stick.
This stick?
No. This thingy. Yeah, this is exactly what we use in the haunted house.
What is that?
You put it through the gun, and it becomes a weird dirt gun.
You put it through a gun and it becomes a weirder gun?
Yeah,
Is it like a gun with a spread or something?
pretty much. Wait, a great.
It's like a big thing right at the top.
No,
It's this thing.
huh?
No, it's
It's 2 of them.
yeah, it's 2 of them. So it's a tiny nub.
I got them.
Oh, you did? Okay. 51.
Is it this one or is there a smaller one? It's kinda tall.
There's no smaller one. It is. Maybe it's like a tall staff.
It's a walking cane.
Oh, then it's got to be tall.
For Billy D.
All right. Bag number 4. Okay, who is your favorite character from the one season of Mandalorian that we've seen? I'm just strictly talking about the show. No Boba Fett or anyone else. Just show.
Of season 1.
Of season 1, yes. I think I have mine, and I feel like I feel like this may be a generic answer, but this is my steadfast answer. It's Baby Yoda. For me, it's
yeah,
Baby Yoda.
I had a feeling you'd go there.
For me it's he's just such a cute. I think he's the cutest character in Star Wars. I've not seen someone cuter than Baby Yoda yet in the Star Wars world.
Universe.
Yeah. What about you? Mando,
No.
the who was it? The chief Mandalorian who cooks all of the metal together and makes their armor.
I'm pretty sure she's not cooking, but I know who you're talking about.
She's mixing metals together and
blacksmith.
yeah. She's a pretty badass character though.
Yeah.
She's like the elder of the village who just knows everything.
Except for the village is underground.
Yeah, and they're hiding from everyone. And then it gets overrun and explodes or something.
Yeah.
And then he's under heavy fire and they come to save him with their jetpacks and then they kind of disperse. I think at the end.
I thought they were gonna continue with the rest of the season.
I did.
That was just episode 2 though. I was hoping you'd go, or 3. I was hoping you'd go into 4, 5, and 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10.
Do I really want to go there if someone hasn't seen Where's this? Oh no, you have those. Which one do you need?
This flat two.
Right, two of them.
I got it.
You need 4 of them.
4 of them.
Yeah, you already have 2, 3, 4. So yeah, mine would be Baby Yoda, and also because he was introduced for the first time.
I really liked IG-11, the droid.
The one who's protecting Baby Yoda.
Oh no!
What happened? It's
I got it.
right under your. Oh, it's right there. There's one underneath your chair as well. It's like a black piece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think this is the first time that we've built on a flat on a wooden top and not like a Lego thing, and I'm actually liking it.
I've done it before in the past.
I like it's less clunky and I can move things around. With ease, as opposed to like the haunted house. It frequently gets stuck.
Yeah, I remember you had some issues.
Yeah. And we had issues like opening it up because it would like lock down on the base. So
where's this from?
53? No, 53. Like these two are from 50.
Okay.
And you need one. Yeah, you need one more of those. I'll give you one more. This one. 153. That's what those. And then these two. You got this. And you got this.
Sounds like someone's beating up someone upstairs. It's kind of concerning for me.
Someone's beating someone up. I feel like it might just be like walking or like thumping.
Yeah.
Because it's happening against the floor or against the wall.
Wall is a little more scarier.
Yeah.
Floor makes sense. Oh, you know who I liked a lot in Mandalorian season 1?
Yeah.
Was
Oh, I know. I think I know who you're talking about. The old guy.
yes.
The who rides on the
Oh
those-
no, not him.
Not him.
Him too.
But who?
The Ugnug.
The Ugnug.
Ugnaught. Ugnaught, not Ugnug.
Oh, I don't.
Sorry.
I don't remember. Wait, who was that again?
He's the guy who wrote on the old guy. I have spoken.
Oh yeah.
He was cool.
Yeah, he was. Oh,
But
yeah, he was cool.
the old guy from the Empire. Werner Herzog's character.
Oh, the one who like they
gave bounty.
Yeah, and like they gave him Baby Yoda or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why does he sound like Hans Zimmer? That German.
Same
Yeah,
region.
it's like that German accent, but they sound so similar. And I was like, what? Why does this guy sound so similar to Hans Zimmer? This is the next pity pile. Oh yeah, you need 2 of these.
Oh, remember the Hans Zimmer
Concert?
concert?
Yeah.
That's gotta
That
be
was-
the best concert ever.
That like
Ever.
I think that was the best concert I've ever been to.
Same here.
Like, oh my god, when they like
Everything was
everything was the Pirates of the Caribbean. They played Gladiator. Well, at the end, of course, they
Lion
played
King.
Lion King, and the guy came. The guy who sings in
Lebo,
Lion,
something, yeah.
and then the girl Lisa Gerrard who sings in Gladiator.
Oh, yeah.
The Now We Are Free. She came. It was amazing.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did. She came.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she did. She came, and she was singing on stage. And
Where does this go? Oh, 156. Nope, not 156 either.
that might just be you. Might
Oh.
yeah, that might just
Just
be a
you
piece.
throwing stuff at me?
No, I didn't even give you that.
I was right here.
I didn't give you that. You must have taken it.
Oh, okay. I must have.
Yeah.
'Cause that's...
Yep, I think I'm giving you all of them.
You know the funny thing though is?
Yeah.
We have video to show and prove who gave him who what.
Yeah, we do. And we have audience members who are
Gone to sleep.
watching our either gone to sleep or watching our every move,
Judging us for it. What am I making? Something in the center. That's all I know.
Something in the center.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're making.
Center of the Falcon.
Probably
The gun
some
turret?
maybe. The main compartment? The main room?
No.
Oh, this is
remember it goes around.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm assuming that's where like the gun turret on the bottom and top fall in.
Which pieces do you need? I feel like I might have...
You tell me. You're the one handing them to me. I need the long 6-piece. 6 of those. So 1 more of those.
The long 6-piece?
Yeah. Yep.
And the 3-piece?
Yeah, 2 of those. Yep.
You don't have it. One. Where are the other ones? There's somewhere. Right there. 158.
I've noticed flat bills.
Flat bills?
Yeah, bills that are flat. Instructions are hard to read. Because when it goes
They
higher,
Because like
easier
you
to
don't,
read.
yeah, because you can't see like the way they've the
it's like a
angle
game.
of the
Like
yeah.
you're like, what's the difference? What's the difference between these
Yeah.
2 pictures?
And you're like, okay, let me try to figure this out.
Oh crap! What number are you on?
159.
158.
Another piece. So I think that pretty much the rest of this build will just be us building on the main frame that we built.
Yep.
Right?
Sounds about right.
Is this too high?
Oh, that's good.
This is the 2 of these.
It's 159 right here.
Nope, just this.
Yeah, and the people upstairs are really going at it.
I don't think might be the other neighbors, someone else.
Possibly.
But are they? They're not directly above though, right? This is the
No,
yeah.
they're not. I feel like we're finally in a flow.
Yeah, a building flow.
Yeah, it took a while. Bless you.
Yeah.
How are we doing on Twitch?
I don't know. I'm gonna check.
5. It's all good.
New subscriber 35 minutes ago
Where?
on YouTube. J Lambo 83.
Thank you for joining us and subscribing.
Yep. 150.
Number 4 and number 3.
Oh, you got some of the. Do you have to put all the stickers?
No.
Oh, I might have to do that then. Yeah, I might have to put most of the stickers, I think.
You had the pizza yesterday?
Yeah.
They came out pretty darn good, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and they were simple too. Just straight cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
2 cheeses, Parmesan and mozzarella. Nothing fancy.
Well, sometimes you don't want fancy. Sometimes
Yeah,
you just
I
want
agree.
you want simple.
Just nice
Yeah,
cheese.
and like good quality cheese too. Not
Yeah.
like there's some cheeses that just don't taste good.
161 is
This one and
No.
these two.
161.
Yeah.
What's that?
What is it then? The
Gray one, dark gray, and then the single. This, and a 2. Right here.
This
Yeah.
and one of the twos, right? So. Okay, so these two right here. That's the next one. What do you need?
Wanna do a power play?
Oh yeah, sure.
Go for it.
All right. So, do you want to explain what power play is real quick?
I think people have got a pretty good idea now.
Okay. So
See you
We're
guys in the other side of the power play, yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure of how long we'll go.
15, 25, 30.
All right. So
45,
see you guys
an hour.
on the yeah. See you guys on the other side. All right, we are back. Power play done. We finished bag 4, and now we're gonna power through bag 5.
It's actually a very small bag.
Yeah.
Oh, I just muted myself.
You were mute?
Just for a second.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So we're gonna go through bag 5. This is coming out. I just want to show. It's coming out really nicely. The most of the base is done. We're creating some of the upper floors, I would say, and the deck is done. The upper floors are coming together. We have the middle center thing, center room, and it's still, yeah, I think most of the raw chassis is already done. So bag 5 should bring us to the
It's a pretty small bag, so we should be able to.
it should bring us to the 50th
Percentile.
yeah. We would be done 50% of the way. Wait, is there something missing here?
Ah, good catch. Okay. And then the gray one right here.
Whoa, this is, oh yeah, the gray one. And then we have,
Oh no.
what happened?
Is there
Missing something?
Second bag 5.
In the box?
Engine.
No, we've definitely not. Did anything drop?
No.
Nothing.
Alright.
It must.
The L-shaped ones?
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
'em? Right? Nothing.
I don't.
There should be 2 of them, and neither of them are here.
There's a bag. There's definitely
There's
a bag. This?
No.
Do you think around you there's a bag? Maybe you're like over bag 5 or something?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What? No, like literally this entire section is like even this piece is missing. These pieces are here somehow. Yeah, these pieces are here, but we can't use them. We have the mini pieces. Yeah, there's just two steps that we don't have pretty much. So we have these pieces. Is there supposed to be? I'm just confused. Is there supposed to be another?
All right, let's figure this out.
Underneath your stool,
This bag? Can you check all the bags underneath you again?
Yeah, dude.
The bag did look.
It's all garbage. So
It did look a little too small.
oh wait. No, this is the previous. That's not it.
Uh-oh.
Here, wait. I'm gonna get up so that I have a better view of my surroundings. Do you? So it's really not in the box?
No, I'll try again.
That's so.
Seven, 8, 9, 10, 6.
That's it. Oh, what? Do you think this box did not have that? Because I remember there only being one bag 5.
You do?
Yeah, like there wasn't any other bag unless it fell, which didn't fall. I don't remember a bag falling. Do we just? Well, we can't exactly.
No, it'll be a lot of pieces if
Yeah,
there's a second back 5.
Yeah, exactly. We can't exactly skip it. True.
You have no more bags on you?
No.
On your side?
Nope. Nothing. Yeah, that's it.
It's the only back 5.
That's concerning.
Yeah, it's very concerning. An entire bag missing.
It wasn't inside. What if it's inside one of these? But why would it be, right?
Yeah,
like
that's-
why would it be?
That would be a really bad
Yeah, like
manufacturing issue.
yeah, no, none of these. I feel like I don't know, maybe it's like we're just that's this is the bag with extra
Uh-oh. We might have to call it. Right?
But I don't think they'd make a mistake like that. I don't think they'd really make a mistake of not sending us a bag. That's so weird. It's nowhere around. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Is it like, no. Like, could we have moved some of them around when we were? What if we're sitting?
Yeah,
No, there's no way we're
like,
sitting on it.
We're missing 181 pieces for 181.
Yeah.
180, 181. You know what I mean? It's.
But that's so like weird. That should be.
We might have to call it for now and kind of solve this mystery.
Yeah.
We are missing a bag.
I hope it's not like something on our part, which I don't think
There-
so.
There's a chance, but it does
Like
not look like
there
it.
literally is no bag anywhere.
Yeah.
It might have
No.
fallen here. No. There's no. That's not it, right? That.
No, that's extra pieces for the cockpit.
Oh. Like.
You took out and you took the odd numbers over there, right? But you checked everything, so it's not there.
I've literally gone through everything. There's nothing. It didn't fall into any of the bags.
Alright, well then it's a bit disappointing for us.
That we don't have.
We're missing a back 5. We'll probably have to contact Lego.
Like this is 2, 4, 2.
Yeah, and I have 1, 3, 5 on my side.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's. I'm like, did I just like leave? Like, is it a really tiny bag that is like it's like hidden or something?
I mean, at most it would be like this, a smaller
Yeah.
back 5.
But I would see it.
Yeah.
It's there. It's not. Did it maybe slide?
All right, Kumail. I think we should call this one. Figure this out. Add back 5 to Friday's.
To the next one.
Yeah, if we can find it, we add it
To the next one.
to the next stream. If we don't find it, well then I guess we'll be making something else
Yeah,
on Friday.
that's a bit disappointing.
That's
We're like
very
halfway
disappointing.
through and there's no.
Yeah, we're missing a whole bag, and
Yeah,
so far we've looked through everything, and
it's so weird. It's just.
yeah, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's all part of the fun and game of streaming.
Yeah, I mean, if you're building Legos, this is bound to happen sometime.
Yeah.
But all right, well, I guess our stream is coming to an early close.
Yeah. It's okay. We're good.
Yeah.
We had fun.
But if we do find the bag and we are continuing this, we will definitely let you guys know on Instagram. So please follow us on Instagram,
Mhm.
TikTok. We're active there too. Facebook. If you
Not
guys
so
do have
much.
Facebook, but we're not that active there.
We're
And
about to get it.
definitely subscribe. That helps a lot. And hit the bell notification if you ever want to know when we're going live.
Yeah, and then if YouTube's not your cup of tea, try us out on Twitch. It's the
Yeah,
same
we're
exact
also on
live stream.
Twitch. Yep. So if you prefer watching us there, we're also streaming there now.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm Atif,
I'm Kumail.
and we're so happy and so glad to be part of your night tonight. And thank you so much for watching. But until Friday, signing off. Thank you.
Bye.